All right, welcome to Master the Game. I'm Juice, and tonight we are going to be continuing session 2 of the dungeon. They've explored about 4 rooms of 90, I believe, at this point, according to the writer of this module. I haven't counted the rooms. But so tonight we are joined once again by a player who was not here last time, so we are really excited to have you back, Nicole. Let me move. There we go. And yeah, so how's everyone been doing? Like, it's been a minute. It's been like a month and some change, right? We ended up, let's see, I'm trying to think. Last session we left off at a room where Riley and Vic were looking at the blood symbols on the walls of a mine. It was like one room that was a mine. The rest of the players, as in Francis and Nolte, ran out of the room because they were uncomfortable, and that was where we left the session off. So,
after we pulled the word, I think we walked, gradually out of the room after telling Riley and Vic to come with us.
Yeah, you said the stars told you it was a bad room, and Tom's character, Riley, was like, well, hang on, let me look at these a little bit. And Vic was like, the stars could be wrong. And you're like, the stars are never wrong.
No, they're not wrong. That's not how that works. But we did not run. We walked with
okay.
Yeah, and remember the mysterious lever that we turned on and off multiple times?
Yes.
Really
you don't know if it was on or off. You just went up and down multiple times.
Up and down, yes.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. You know what? Up is inherently on, okay? It was implied.
I generally agree.
That's true. So it was left in the up position last time. So before we get into all that, though, let's let you guys introduce your characters. And since Kat wasn't here last time, we'll start with Nicole's character. Who is Kat?
So Kat Dankill is a dwarf monk who has a bit of a drinking problem, but it's not a problem because she can handle it just fine, so it's not a problem.
She only missed a day in the dungeon. I mean,
only just one. Sometimes you just gotta sleep it off. It's fine. Now I'm better and I'm ready to punch all of the things and hopefully not get hit in the head and drop on the first go.
Nice. Paula, we'll go to you next.
So I am playing Vic Wareye, who will also kill lots of things. And she is more of a, act first type of character.
Understatement
right?
of the year.
She just does. And then, a half hour later, she thinks about it.
Half hour. Or like a week later.
Or when Francis yells at me.
Which is all the time.
Yeah, mostly.
Tom, you're up next.
I am playing Riley. It's my first Warlock ever in 5th edition. I just never got around to playing this class. Warlock of the Undying, and Riley's he's a local around Blackrock and just tries to do right by folks. And looks a little sickly, a little pale at times, but can fling green fire around with his hands, so that's pretty cool. And he likes playing cards, drinking, and getting in fights with evil things.
Awesome. Laura, you're next.
Hi, I'm playing Nolte. She is a protector Asimir who speaks to the stars, listens to what they say. She occasionally transforms into constellations and sometimes little unicorn bunnies.
Yeah, what is the name of those again? I always forget.
Oh, I have, hold on, I have it somewhere. It's an Al-Imerge?
I was going to say, I thought it started with an A.
Yeah, it does. It's an Al-Imerge. They're from the
Tomb of Annihilation.
Tomb of Annihilation.
Yeah. I remember when Tomb of Annihilation came out and everyone was sharing pictures of it and they were all excited about it.
Yeah.
Some people were.
It was her low key I'm blending in transformation.
Yeah, that worked out real
Super subtle. Super subtle.
It was super subtle. Not a single person saw it and went, hey, what's up with that unicorn bunny?
Right. And then Andy, who is Francis?
Well, tonight I'm playing Francis D'Angelo, who is a Tempest cleric. He's a bit of a fatherly figure, pious and boring to the point of tedious. And I'm pleased to say that neither Francis nor I in real life have fomented any revolution this week since our last session. So I think I got that going for us.
I think we're all safe in that regard. Awesome. So if you guys are new to the stream, we do allow the viewers to use Super Chat to buy inspiration for the players. Just simple $5 gets them a single point of inspiration. And if the players have 5 points of inspiration, they can spend that for an auto crit or force me to auto crit fail. So just so you guys know. Or you could buy more. If you spend $20, you get 5 inspiration to split among them and all that good stuff. So with that, let's dive into the game. So again, last time the party began to check out this dungeon, they found a lantern with bunny creatures on it. I believe you guys found some other stuff as well. You discovered a secret door when you first went into the dungeon where it came to a T, and it led to a passageway where there was a lever that seemingly did nothing other than a grinding sound in the wall. No matter which direction you flipped it on, it made the exact same sound, whether you had it flipped in the up position or the down position. And you guys left it in the up position. Then you found a barely started mine that had blood and symbols all over the walls and ceiling and everything. And upon looking at it, you noticed they were these symbols of the old gods. Nolte and Francis left that room while Riley and Vic stayed for a moment trying to figure out what it could mean. And that's where we ended. You guys also fought some really large spiders, some really large rats, and they were fairly formidable, to be honest. But for the most part...
And in an excessive amount, too.
Yes. Well, it had been, 10 years, I think, since anybody, other than the teenager, had been down here. So
let's not forget the spirit guardians that just buzzed up about 25 rats in about one round like a blender.
That's true. After Nolte took some bites, though. So
yeah, that hurt a lot.
By the way, Josh Lappel, thank you for that. All of you are awarded inspiration. You all have 1 inspiration. So thank you again, Josh. They are going to need it, I guarantee you.
So encouraging.
So tonight, I've decided to go and share a map of the floor. So obviously, this is level 1, and you guys should be able to see it on my screen on Zoom. You guys left off in room 9. So when you guys came down the stairs, it was down here. You came through. There was this door. You went through all this stuff, and then the lever was down here, and then you came into room 9. So that's where you guys currently are, except for Kat. So, and I'm not going to leave up the map the whole time. But, yeah. So anyways, Nolte tried to tell Riley to leave the room, but Vic sided with Riley as he was checking out the symbols. Meanwhile, off in the tavern, Kat wakes up feeling refreshed and no longer hungover. She finds a note saying, "Your friends are checking out the basement below the kitchen. You might want to join them. We heard some screams of pain coming from down there." So, Kat, what would you like to do? You are in your room. Again, you just woke up really refreshed. Apparently, Francis and all them let you sleep in because it is now the afternoon. What would you like to do?
Well, that was kind of them. So I guess with the note, the responsible thing to do would be to hurry down and to go and join them. But I think since clearly they weren't too concerned about me joining them quickly, I'm going to grab a bite to eat first and a drink, and then I will make my way down the stairs.
Perfect.
Just to make sure I'm really feeling it before I...
Yeah, you're able to...
What would Francis tell you to do?
Then I'm going to do the opposite of whatever Francis would tell me to do.
That sounds about right.
You better make her one of those bracelets, like WWFD.
Yes.
Beautiful. Okay, yeah, you're able to do that. You get your food, you get something to drink. You make your way down the stairs, and when you come down, you're greeted by the bartender, and he says, "Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you came down here. Our cook was telling us that somebody, we think it was one of the women in the group, was screaming. We heard her yelp out in some pain, and we thought about opening the door and seeing if she needed help, but we know that if you guys are struggling, it's not for us. But your friends are down there, and they kind of rush you into the kitchen should you go along with them."
Okay.
And you see that the floor has a latch where this hatch is, and they open it for you, and they say, "We're going to lock the door behind you, but if you guys bang on it, we'll let you through right away. We promise."
Okay.
And you make your way down, and they close it. So Vic and Riley, what are you doing in the mine room?
Well, we just read the blood on the wall, right?
Yes.
And it was, if I'm recalling correctly, it was some sort of homage to the old gods.
Yes, it's definitely their symbols of some sort.
Because good things always start with, so we're reading the blood on the wall.
So we're reading the blood on the wall.
The writing is on the wall, Andy.
Yes,
Literally.
this is how many great friendship stories started. So we were reading the blood on the wall together. Remind me in specific, did we determine what it was saying, or was it just simply
no, I believe you guys tried to tell, but the old gods are over 2,000 years ago. Mm-hmm. The history is kind of muddy in general on that, and so even trying to translate things is very difficult when it comes to that era of time. And I believe you guys tried. You tried, and the only thing you could tell is it was the symbols of the old gods.
Well, Vic, I don't know. I suppose we could look this up later, but I'm not sure what else we're going to get out of this, except for the fact that writing on the wall of blood's a statement, ain't it?
I mean, I've personally never done it, but I mean, you got to be really dedicated, right?
I mean, yeah, that's a real artistic choice, I suppose. We should probably go check on everybody else. They didn't seem to take this so well.
Yeah, I don't know. They were a little creeped out. I didn't think it was that bad, but
I mean, it's not like we didn't just kill a whole bunch of things.
I know.
I mean,
like,
you practically made a blender to take care of that shit. Those little critters.
Yeah, I mean,
that was Francis. Sorry, that was Francis. Like practically turned those things into he made a puree out of those things. But this is bothering him.
I know, it's kind of weird. I don't get it, but
that's
whatever.
Right.
Yeah, we should probably go find him, catch up a little bit. I mean, I certainly don't want him to get hurt with nobody there to defend them.
Yeah, let's go.
So Nolte and Francis, you guys left the room, and I'm assuming you guys probably walked back to like this open area, so you're not like so close to it. Back here, you're standing there when Kat walks in. She looks. What do you look like, Kat? When you walk in, what do you do? What do you say?
So is this like a pretty dark and creepy dungeon, or is this like a?
So when you walk in, it's
modern.
When you first walk in, it looks like a typical like cellar, right? You got like bar stools, old kegs, chairs, like blankets over tapestry, like just a typical thing. And straight ahead, when you walk down, you could see a shelf was moved out of the way. Like you could see where the dust on the floor was kind of around where a shelf would have been, but there's also a door there that was left open, and that's where your friends had went through. When you went through there, again, more of the same thing. It's all stone floor, stone walls, has a damp, musty smell mixed with like almost like a dead vermin smell, like dead animals, like rotten meat kind of thing. And you could hear like water from the north side as you walked through this area. But yeah, it is dark. There's nothing's well lit, but you're a dwarf, so you don't need light. You know what I mean? Mm. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on as you approach Nolte and Francis.
I guess I would just kind of cautiously approach them and not necessarily yell out across the way to them, but I would start waving.
When
Oh, look who's decided to join us.
Yeah.
Well rested and refreshed.
Oh, good. Are you feeling better?
Totes.
Okay. So when they said there were rats, they may have underestimated the size of the rats. They were real big rats. There were a lot of them. And there were also spiders. Yeah. And then there was this secret door behind the shelves, which actually turned out to be not as exciting as we thought it would be. But Vic and Riley they refused to leave the blood room.
The blood room?
Yeah. There was the evil room where the stars told me that the writing on the wall in blood was probably bad and we shouldn't stay there, and they are not leaving.
Oh, sounds like them.
So if you're looking for a sense of creeping doom to envelop you, head down the hallway and make a left. Don't pull the lever when you go by it.
You know what? It didn't do anything. We tried it a couple of times and it was really eventful. So I'm sure it's broken.
Alternatively, if you want to live, hang out here with us.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the happy fun time people in the blood room.
But it's a bad idea. The stars said it's not a good place to be. Oh, come on. Don't make me be out here with Francis. The fact that Francis and I are on the same page about anything is problematic.
I wouldn't recommend necessarily the blood room. There's not much happening there.
Clearly, a 20 wisdom means nothing to these people.
There's a lot of ambient dread in there, though. How's everyone doing?
Yeah. I mean, we couldn't really read any of the blood. I mean, like, I didn't really try, but,
Yeah,
like, people who are better at reading tried.
You should probably take a closer look at that. It's some of the old god stuff, and I kind of fell asleep in those classes.
Did I try to decipher that last time?
I don't
Lee?
recall, honestly. Do you think you would have tried to?
Well,
It may
I
have
just
been
wrote
you who
down that it's
decided-
just symbols, not words, not text or anything like that, but just so.
I believe you're the one that found that identified it.
I think we figured that out. Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah, can I just ask him, like, Francis, what do you know about the old gods?
Yeah. What do I know about the old gods? I know that they're ancient. Much has been lost to the mists of time. Many of them were not good. I think especially these ones. And I'm afraid that this is another case of the dwarves digging too deep.
Hey.
I mean, like, that seems like a very generalist statement there, but also
We weren't even that deep yet.
I mean, like, yeah, we're like a solid 50 feet down. That's not deep.
I don't even think you're that far.
Yeah.
This is clearly stellar level. I think we have to go much deeper before someone delved too deep.
Yeah. Seems like,
Maybe you guys will go deeper by the end of the campaign.
I mean, quite possibly in 5-6 episodes, maybe we'll get there.
I mean, not after how much those rats busted.
But first, we need to continue to discuss this blood room.
Speaking of which, yeah, Nolte's bleeding all over the place. She's got scratches everywhere, and they're dripping blood.
Nolte, you all right?
So is anybody in need of a bit of a short rest?
Actually, that'd be
I'm good.
fantastic.
I feel great.
No, if we're going to take a rest, it needs to be a full night's sleep.
Here, why don't you take, and I'm going to hand Nolte a potion of healing.
I don't need that. That's for you, because
I actually am the one who doesn't need it, as I was untouched in that last little scrap.
What if we took a quick break
Yeah, let's just.
while Kat protects all of us, since she's feeling real great?
Yeah, we'll just have a little snack.
So you guys are going to go camp in the blood room? Is that the idea?
no.
Well, we would probably think maybe this room where we're in with all the dirt and the rocks just on the other side, just east of the gate.
Guys, there is literally a fucking inn upstairs.
We can.
Yeah, but it's so far away. I mean,
Nothing between us and an actual kitchen and beds.
Let's
I'm
just.
not even the biggest bed fan generally, but there's a balcony under the stars.
Well,
Did
now
I-
it's daytime. There's no stars.
It's midday. Let's just chill. We'll have a snack. You can have a health potion, and we'll take a little breather, and we'll continue to explore, and we'll do it real careful, like.
Yeah.
We'll make Cat go
I'm gonna
first.
drink the health potion because I am real low on health.
All right. So, with where you guys are at, you could, well, there's two options. You can come back here and go north and try to work your way through up there, or you can work your way down south and go that way. Which direction would you like to go? North?
Well,
So
Or south
we're
on the main
taking
hall.
the short rest though first, right?
Yes.
Okay.
yeah, that was the implication.
Yeah.
We were going to
Yeah.
take a short rest.
Let's take the short
Okay.
rest and then
Okay.
go from there.
So
And
are you
then-
just staying in that room then and hunkering down with the door shut?
Yeah, I mean
Yeah, okay.
because the other side of the room is, it's open, but we already went everywhere there, so it should be good.
Okay.
Right?
Sure. So normally for a short rest, you don't have to stay put. It's just no vigorous activities. That's why I asked. Sounds like you guys are just going to sit around this room and toss rocks around the room or something, which is fine. During the course of this hour, you guys do hear a loud thumping. It's very faint, but you can hear it through the walls. You can't make out the direction necessarily, except for maybe it's coming from the east. And it's just this loud, like,
If I recall correctly, we are currently in room 9.
you're currently in room 8. You
8.
were in room
Currently
9.
in room 8. All right.
So this thumping, is it in like a rhythm or a pattern
No.
or just sporadic?
You just heard a couple thumps and that was it.
If we're taking a short rest, I'm in fact not going to drink a healing potion because those are for like not when I can't use hit dice. So I'll just spend hit dice to heal up.
Okay. Are you still holding that healing potion or are you giving it back to Riley?
No, I'm giving it back to Riley. I made
Okay.
it for Riley because Riley needs it.
Okay. Just making sure we knew who has it. That's all.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, an hour passes though. Other than that loud thumping a couple times, nothing else happens. Nothing eventful happens.
And were we able to get a sense of where the thumping was coming from?
Not necessarily, maybe the east, but you could hear it kind of through the concrete wall, which made it kind of hard to tell a direction per se.
Kat, with you being a dwarf and some dwarves knowing things about things that are underground, are you any better at locating where the thumping is coming from?
I don't know. Am I any better at locating where the thumping is coming from?
You would probably think it's coming from the east.
It's coming from the east.
Okay. So then do we want to go towards the thumping or not towards the thumping?
Well,
So
I think
towards
we
the
should
thumping,
go towards the thumping so that we can thump back.
It
Okay.
seemed
Solid plan.
So towards the thumping would basically take you right back down towards the blood
the
room.
room we were already in, which is not where we want to go.
Yeah, so let's go back out and go south then. Because north isn't going to get us there.
Don't
I agree. Let's
try
go
not to
south. I'd
meta
like to go
though.
south.
Like I know I'm sharing the whole map.
Oh,
Let's try
sorry.
not to meta. If you want to go south, that's fine.
Let's go towards and investigate this down.
You can
What
go
have
south.
we seen so far? We've seen that bridge, right?
So you have a map. Your original map only shows up to this bridge, and it only shows down to this part right here. So it shows 10, 11, 2, and the bridge. That's it.
Well, if we thought that the thumping was coming more from the south or from the north, I think we would go whichever
I
direction.
was going to say, she said it was coming east. I actually vote we should go north over the bridge because the bridge went east.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and your map shows that the hallway does go east too, but it doesn't complete after this corner. And you guys would remember that all the stuff was just piled in there, like that you would have to either move it all or somehow masterfully climb over it all.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's go over
that might expose the fact that I'm actually not as strong as I say I am. So let's go north.
Am I
Okay.
remembering the bridge being slippery when we looked at it?
We didn't go look at it. We just saw that there was a walkway
Saw that it was
across.
there. Okay.
Yeah. I feel like we heard water though.
Yes, you've heard water from the moment you got off these stairs coming
Yeah.
from the north. Okay, so you start going this way. Now, I don't think you guys ever went to room 2, did you?
Mm-mm.
Did that have either spiders or rats in it?
I believe you well, your map technically told you there was rats in 2, 10, and 11.
I think, you know what?
Those rooms. We opened all 3 rooms that were marked as having vermin. Because
Yeah, so that's as far as you went last time.
Spider room.
Mhm.
Guys, I drew a really technical drawing last time, so hold on, let me reference my notes. We actually did go in 10, 11, and 2.
Yes. So
Okay.
okay, so yeah, you get up here, you walk past the room that you went to last time, and you go to here. Okay.
And yeah, because none of the yep.
All right.
Keep
So
going.
what's marching order, guys?
I'm first.
Of course,
I'm
I knew
last.
I'll be second.
that. Okay.
Actually, Kat can be second, and then I'll be third, and we'll put Nolte in the middle since Nolte got beat up pretty bad.
Hey,
Okay.
third is in the middle. I'll be second to back.
Fine.
There it is. Okay, so you guys approach. Also, light sources. Does Francis still have the light on his shield going on?
I still got the light, ruining
Wow.
everybody's dark vision.
Now,
That's really bright.
Nolte gave Vic night
Yeah.
vision, but did you lose? Like, is that a concentration?
It is not.
Okay.
Dark. Let me double check. But
And
I
how
believe-
long does that last?
Yep, I'm double checking. So dark vision is not concentration, and it lasts 8 hours.
Okay, so it's still working then. Okay, so you guys walk past that room and you come up and you see a bridge. The corridor opens into a large chamber. Water rushes in a wide, raging torrent heading south from a low opening to the north, which is not accessible. The water splashes over a causeway that spans the river. There is a passageway further east on the other side. To the south is a wall that the river smashes into, churning up a great deal of froth. There is also a wall on the western side running south.
Riley, would it be helpful for me to swim here?
Probably not.
Oh.
It's pretty quick flowing raw water, isn't it?
Yeah, it seems like it's.
Yeah, I wouldn't go swimming in that. You're liable to get swept away by the river.
Well, not if I'm a shark.
Well, I mean, if you can turn into something that can breathe in water, then I guess go for it. But how will you reconnect with the rest of us?
I just wanted to know if it would be helpful.
Only if we get attacked when we cross the bridge.
Is the causeway itself is not covered in water though, right?
Of course, it's
it's-
wet. It's slippery.
It's wet. Yeah, it's wet. So again, the
Yeah, but
key
it's
word,
not like
30
submerged.
foot wide,
No, it's not.
raging torrent heading south. So there's water splashing around in here. Everything is wet, I would say.
Okay, so
Yeah,
I'm
that
just
is
gonna
that
be
fine.
careful going across. That's all. Just go a little slower than normal.
Okay.
Does
You
it-
know.
Does it look like there are? I'm sorry, I was trying to pay attention and got lost in the description. Does it look like there are places that the water is running through that we could explore, or like, because clearly the water is running to and from somewhere.
Yeah, it's running in from the north wall that's inaccessible. You would assume it's probably, coming, like there's either a river that kind of flows into this or something like that. Now, where it's flowing to, it's hard to say. It's obviously flowing south, but you don't see any openings or anything from where you're standing.
So I guess the question is, do we want to check it out, or do we want to continue across the bridge?
Well, I mean,
Yes. We want to check out what's on the across the bridge.
That's not what I asked.
The whole point of being here is to check stuff out. So let's go across the bridge.
It's like you're all specifically not hearing the question I asked.
if you're asking me, Nolte, if I'm gonna jump in the water and start swimming around just for the hell of it, the answer is no. I'm not
No,
gonna
what
do
I was
that.
asking is, should I jump in the water just for the hell of it and start swimming around?
I mean, you could, but just know that the rest of us don't want to jump in the water. So if something bad happens in the water, you might be SOL.
Yeah, I'm
for
just saying.
a hot second.
Let's use the bridge and not go in the water right now. We wouldn't be able to support you or help you if you got into trouble in the water.
Yeah.
That's true. But I haven't got to change into a water animal in a really long time, and I've kind of missed it.
You also
Someone, like a water weird or something is going to jump
and-
up and attack us, so you can jump in at that time.
Yes,
and
I mean you
each
kind
it on
of
its own turf.
you kind of just got the shit kicked out of you, and we're trying to like hold you back so you don't get yourself into more trouble at
It's
the
gonna be
moment.
like snapping
and
turtles or something.
You're insisting
Yeah.
on finding trouble at the
But
moment.
we had a snack and we sat down, and I'm feeling better now.
I know,
I know. You got a false sense of feeling better right now, but if you get into a fight and you get hurt, you won't be able to like. I don't feel like I need to explain all this.
And if you're the only one with like the CR7 monster, you know, I mean, I don't know. Not that would happen, but like.
No, I suppose that's true. Okay, but let's find a place for me to transform into a water creature sometime soon, because it's really cool, and I haven't got to do it in a while.
I mean, I get that. That's a valid point. I think we can support you in that. I can help you find a stream, you know, in the next couple days.
A pond or
Like a
something, a
pool.
lake even, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe some stagnant water or something. I don't know, maybe not.
And all of a sudden, a
No,
giant water
I'm
weird
committed to
pops out.
draining the
I'm
swamp.
just kidding.
Crocodile? That's a land and water creature.
Dude, I did that last weekend. My druid turned into a crocodile. Great choice. It didn't last long.
I won't do it now, but I'm keeping that on the back burner. Crocodile.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, so after, you know, now that we've kind of decided what we're doing, Vic's gonna just like try and slowly go across this bridge. She's being cautious because of the water, and she would rather not fall in.
As soon as you step up on this ledge, give me a dex save.
Are there any sides to this bridge, or is it
No,
just like
it's
a
just stone.
flat? Okay.
Yep. Flat stone.
Really a safety issue.
You guys, okay, so I get advantage.
So
I get
was like,
advantage on deck saves, right? Because I'm super cool. So I rolled a 1 and a 2.
Oh.
So that's gonna be a solid 4.
So okay, so
turn into a water creature.
when Vic steps up on the ledge, okay, she does the typical thing like when your feet start to go out from under you like this, and you're fling back. She catches herself, kind of, not really, and then overcompensates forward, goes straight into the water. Before you have a chance to grab her or see her, she gets pulled underwater and disappears. You have no idea what happened to her.
Now's the time to turn into a
now
water
I'm
creature.
going to jump into the water and transform into a crocodile.
Okay.
As you go and dive into the water, Riley's just gonna turn to Cat and France like, yeah, that ought to calm Vic right the hell down.
So Nolte, are you changing it? You said a crocodile, right?
Crocodile, yeah.
As soon as you jump in the water, the right here, the tide is too strong for you to really control like yourself normally. Give me an athletics check with the crocodile stats.
I have a 30-foot swim speed. Is that still a...
Yeah, that's still relevant, but give me an athletics check because the tide is really strong in here.
Like you're trying to
You can
control
feel
which way
it
to go, type of
whirlpooling
thing.
south of the bridge. There's
Okay.
definitely a whirlpool there.
Yeah. All right. That is a... Hold on, let me find their stats. That's a 13 plus... They're not trained in athletics. They are... So +2 for strength is a 15.
Okay, cool. So you're able to gain control of yourself. As you do, you see a much larger crocodile in this water that's like twice your size in this water sitting at the bottom, and its eyes are open and it locks eyes with you. And you can see Vic almost seemingly out of control. Give me a athletics check, Vic.
You sure you don't want a dex save?
I'm pretty sure I want athletics.
we're doing really well tonight. So that's a 7.
Okay. So that is not good enough. So you can, like, Vic, you're actually being pulled by the current feet first. You're looking up at, like, the surface of the water. You can't see anything. Because, again, you have, like, you're underwater. It's just flowing water and everything. You're not built to see things underwater. And you're heading south, feet first, to what looks like an opening. And you can kind of see it's like a 15-foot wide opening that you're kind of going towards. Now, Nolte, you see that giant crocodile start swimming towards her. With that, before we continue with you guys, what are you doing, Kat, and what are you doing, Francis? You see, and
Riley's not allowed to do anything.
And Riley.
Okay.
You guys saw your druid friend change into a crocodile midair and then like dive perfectly into the water.
Yeah, mid dive. It was pretty cool.
So,
Barely splashed.
After I stopped laughing at Vic, of course, because I'm completely unaware of all that's going on under the water. I contemplate momentarily maybe calling lightning, but then I reconsider that. So I'm going to put that in the maybe pile. No, I'm just going to kind of look down, see what I can see. I'm not expecting, since only about 4 seconds have passed, I'm not expecting that Vic is in any trouble quite yet. So I'm looking in the water to see what she's doing and whether she knows how to swim.
So from the surface, you can't see through the water. The tide it's like I said, it's frothy. It's hard to see in the water at all. And your crocodile friend is completely submerged at this point. So you are unable to see anything. Kat and Riley, what are you guys doing at the moment?
Riley's going to turn to Kat and be like, so, like, we spend the rest of the day down here. We're going to go back to the inn after this, right, and get a drink, right?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I brought one with me, but I don't want to share.
Like, you think this takes, like, Nolte 5 minutes to do or, like, 4 minutes to do? Like, how long is it going to take?
I mean, like, crocodiles have little arms, so how good are they at, like, grabbing people?
I think she just bite her, but not, like, really bite her. And this conversation continues on.
For the whole time? All right.
Yeah.
So, Vic, you do take 4 points of damage as you're being, like, pulled from the water. Your back hits some rough stone on the bottom that scratches your back, and you take 4 points of we'll say bludgeoning damage. All right, roll initiative, everybody.
Oh, well, apparently I'm good at that. So
That's a
Seems
good
like
thing.
a good spot to use a good.
Do I have the crocodile's initiative or my initiative?
Yours. You would use yours.
Okay.
You use
I have
yours.
11. Riley, what'd you get?
I got a 12.
All right, what'd you get, Vic?
17.
Okay, what'd you get, Nolte?
7.
Ooh. What'd you get,
Yeah.
Kat?
13.
13. And what'd you get, Francis?
5.
5. Okay. Might not matter. We'll see. So with that, it will be Vic first. So you get a chance to right the ship, start being able to swim. Give me an athletics check. And tell me what you got.
Okay. So that is 16.
16. Okay. So you're able to start swimming correctly. As you kind of gain your composure, you see, because there's light above the water, you do kind of see 2 other things, one really large, one not as large, swimming around you. But you can't make out what they are.
Okay. My strategy in swimming to the surface is to swim also away from all the other things in the water.
Yep, that makes sense. All right, so you guys see Vic come up for water or come up for air. And what do you? I mean, when they see you, do you say anything? Do you do anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, dude, there's tons of stuff in the water. There's
then-
like creatures all over the place. Get me out of here.
You're about 20 feet south of the bridge at this point. So you are down here. And that opening you saw was between these two things.
Throw me a rope or something.
I was gonna say I have a rope. At what point are we still in initiative?
Yep, we're in initiative order. And it
Okay.
goes Vic, and then it is Kat's turn. So Kat, do you have rope readily available?
I think so.
Okay.
Let me check. Yeah, I totally have rope. Okay.
So yeah, I'll let you throw it out there. Now to pull her up, she would need to be able to catch it, and you would do an athletics to pull her through because it'd be a strength-based deal there. So yeah, you throw it out. Vic, give me a dex to catch the rope. Just a straight dex roll.
Oh, look at that. I get advantage. This time I rolled 2 17s. So that is a 19.
There you go. And then Kat, you're going to be able to pull her about 15 feet with a successful athletics check. So give me an athletics check. Beat a 15.
Ooh, yeah, 19.
All right. So you start pulling her along. Nolte, under the water, it's not your turn yet, but you do see Vic start moving across the surface of the water back towards the bridge at a decent speed for somebody who's not necessarily like a fish or something,
Not a fish.
like with someone who doesn't have a swim speed, So with that, it is Riley's turn.
Well, Vic's already got a rope,
Yep.
and I can't see anything else.
No, you did hear Vic say there's things swimming around though.
I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna give Kat a hand with that rope. I'm gonna grab and help
Okay.
pull.
Yeah, give me an athletics check.
Oh yeah, that's definitely Riley's bread and butter right there.
Yeah, if you beat a 15, you're able to pull her out of the water.
Oh, that's great. I definitely have positive number in this.
I'm taking that as sarcasm.
I rolled a 14 on the dice, which turns into a 13.
So yeah, you go over there and you look like you're trying to help, and for all intents and purposes, everyone thinks you're helping.
I'm on the team.
But
I'm
you're
pulling. I'm
Yeah,
pulling.
You're that guy in tug of war who's just there holding the rope, and you're doing enough where your muscles are flexing, but really it doesn't matter if you're there.
I'm pulling my weight. I just don't weigh very much.
Right. All right. So with that, this large creature underwater, this giant crocodile, seeing its seemingly food get pulled over towards the bridge, now being closest to this other crocodile, is going to attack you, thinking you're going after its food too.
Hey, we're crocodile friends. That's totally uncool.
I don't know if this one would be all cool with that. He's probably pretty territorial. So he kind of swims up to you. Before anything, he bats his tail against you, hitting an armor class 19.
Yep, that definitely hits.
And you, oh my goodness. Okay, so you are going to take 21 points of bludgeoning damage from the tail.
Well, I'm not a crocodile anymore.
Oh, no, so you changed to a person? That's only one of its 2 attacks.
Okay, well, hold on, because the crocodile has 19 hit points, so that's 2.
I rolled max damage. That was rough.
Okay, so that was 2 hit points that rolled over, and I'm not a crocodile anymore.
So seeing you like change, it kind of like displaces the water a little bit and changes how things are. And the crocodile quickly snaps with its jaws on you. Oh yeah, definitely did. For armor class 27.
Holy shit, yes!
For, let's see, 18, 19, 24 points of damage. Give me a either athletics or a dex save, whatever's better for you.
Well,
Beat
Yeah.
a 16.
that's about the same, but I'll just, okay.
Otherwise,
Alright.
you're grappled and restrained.
Yeah, it was not beating a 16, it's a 9.
Okay, so you feel these jaws clamp down on you, definitely piercing the skin. Anybody on the surface can tell that the water turns instantly red on the surface. You're now restrained. So if you want to look up the condition for how that exactly works in this case, please do.
I will.
And that is the end of his turn. So it is now your turn, though, Nolte. So what would you like to do?
Okay, so I haven't played a shapeshifter much. How does restrained work if I'm all of a sudden not the same size?
So the bite was into your human form because it was the second part.
Right. But if I decided to be something smaller.
Oh, I think it would still have you restrained. Is a shape changing your... It's technically a bonus action, isn't it?
Yeah, let me see. I would have to look.
Because you can use your normal action to try and break being restrained, I believe.
Yeah, no, wild shape is an action.
It's a regular action?
Yeah, it's a regular
and I think to break being restrained, it requires you to give up your turn. Hang on. Or give up your action. Restrained creature speed comes in.
So in theory, if it was biting you though, and you became really small, its jaws might close, and then you might be in its mouth.
Yeah, if you wanted to be swallowed.
I don't know if that's not really, defined in the rules, but I don't know.
That's what I'm thinking. Like if I turned into something smaller, like a normal fish or like a water snake, would I still be bitten by it?
Yeah, you would still be grappled and restrained if you did that. I like the idea. I would say, if anything, if you went the opposite way, it might be different.
Just be like
if you turned into an elephant,
like a whale.
Right,
or a
because
whale,
or a shark.
Those definitely fit into your CR restrictions.
I could actually probably be a whale. I have to check and see what CR a whale is. I'm sorry, I don't mean for this to take a long time.
Oh, you're good. This is a big deal. This could be your last scene in the whole game.
I'm not that close. Well, I mean,
you're underwater by yourself with a single creature that gets 2 attacks.
Well, maybe.
I'm not trying to be a doomsayer.
Yeah.
I'm just saying this could be bad.
I think whales are.
I actually saw a whale.
Challenge rating is too high. All right, you know what? But I am low on hit points, so what I am going to do is turn into a reef shark.
Okay, that's what I thought you might do.
Like electric eel?
I mean, that's not going to help. It's all about I need the extra hit point buffer at this point. So a shark can breathe underwater and it has more hit points. So we're going to turn into a reef shark. Okay. And that's an action.
All right. Now, I'm going to give me an athletics roll to possibly break the bite. I'm going to let you do that because you changed to a larger creature than yourself.
12.
Okay, I won. So I rolled a 20. Okay. So you are still bit, grappled, restrained, but you are now a shark, so you can at least breathe underwater. With that, it is Francis's turn. So you just saw the water turn blood red. All around Vic, who's still in the water. But Vic did not seemingly act like she got hurt.
So I can't see Nolte or any issue that she's dealing with.
No.
All right. Well, then, since I don't, I'm concerned, but I can't do anything in that regard. So I'll just try to help Vic get out of the water.
Okay.
Help pull her up.
Yeah. Give me an athletics check. Beat a 15.
13.
All right. So she's at the edge, but you're unable, like she's too slippery for you to like pull her up, or heavy, whatever you decide you want it to be. But you are struggling to get her up on the bridge. And we are back over to Vic. So Vic, you could, if you wanted to, get up on the bridge at this point. Remember, the bridge is wet. You run the risk of probably slipping back in, but you could pull yourself up there for half your movement.
So I'll go ahead and pull myself up. I think mostly because Vic doesn't necessarily know, like, Vic doesn't know that Nolte's in the water.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, I think she might consider going and helping. But since she really doesn't know, she would pull herself up the rope.
Okay. All right.
What do you want, like, a save for that, or you
No,
said
you're
just
good.
use
You're
my
good. You don't
movement?
have
Okay.
to. You're just half your movement. You haven't done anything else. You are on the bridge at this point. Kat, what would you like to do? It is your turn. Nolte went in the water. Vic came up. You guys pulled Vic up. Vic is now safe on the bridge for now, unless she slips again. And you see a bunch of blood in the water.
But I can't see anything that's happening in the water.
No.
Okay. I guess I would ask Vic, did you see Nolte in there? Like, giant crocodile jumped in the water. Did you see her?
I saw a couple things swimming around, but I didn't know that Nolte was in there. There was some stuff, though. There was something really big down there. Is she down there?
Yes. I don't go in water, though, so I don't know how to help her. Maybe you should go back in there. I'll keep the rope tied around you, and then we can, like, pull you back out, but I'm not.
Oh, that's a good idea. Tie the rope around me.
All right. Kat, give me a survival check.
Oh, goody.
Beat a 10.
Oh, yep, we're good. 21.
All right. So you're able to tie the rope around Vic. And Riley, you see your friends tying a rope around Vic's waist. What are you doing?
I see the pool of blood and I just go, hell. I'm going to take a running start. I'm going to jump in the water. We'll dive in.
Okay.
Look, you guys are all ruining my brilliant escape plan.
We're making it better.
So you dive in, and as soon as you head under the water, are you able to see in the dark?
I am. I have the devil's sight.
Okay. Oh, okay, that's good. And also, do you have a swim speed?
I don't.
Okay. So you're going to have to make athletics checks, and you're going to have to beat a 15 in order to move where you want to move.
Let's give this a shot. I'm going to use that inspiration that Josh gave us to re-roll that. I roll the exact same thing, but as I begin to be swept away, can I see the crocodile?
So you see two crocodiles. One that's...
Oh, I'm a shark.
Or I'm sorry. Yep, that's right. You see a large crocodile, much bigger than you saw before, and you see a shark in the crocodile's mouth.
I am operating on the assumption that, I'm operating on the premise.
Shoot the crocodile?
I have worked with Nolte for quite some time now, so I generally understand her capabilities. As we're going and I'm being swept away, I'm going to instill the goddamn fear of mortality in that crocodile to make it drop its prey and swim away from all of the things that are terrible. I'm going to cause fear in it.
Okay.
I need to make a wisdom saving throw of 15.
15? All right. I rolled an 18 on the die, and it has no wisdom mod.
Well,
so he makes it.
Bye.
And you can see in its mouth, it has the shark, and you can see it jerking the shark back and forth, and like starting to do like what looks like a barrel roll, because that's what crocodiles do.
Yeah, I tried Nolte, and I'm going to, with my bonus action, Misty step back up to the
brilliant
to the ledge.
I like that.
Yeah.
You know what? Take your inspiration back. I like that Misty step. I like that. Okay, so it's not going to be able to hit you twice this time, Nolte, but it is going to be able to reposition its teeth to bite down again as it goes into its barrel roll. So it does not do a good job. It's armor class 10. I'm assuming that misses on the shark.
Yep. That misses on the shark.
Okay, so he's still got you grappled. Basically, he just tightens his grip and starts doing like a barrel roll spin. And that is his turn.
Barrel rolls only work on people who can't breathe water.
Right, I know, right? All right, Nolte, it is your turn.
All right, I'm going to use my action to break the grapple.
Okay. Give me athletics.
Okay, and this.
That's 11.
So, but I get to add the shark's strength.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Which is just enough because I got a 10 and the shark has a strength of 2.
Beautiful. So as he goes into the barrel roll, and because he was repositioning his bite, you're able to get out of his bite and start swimming away. And you can move up to your swim speed. You are 20 feet from the bridge if you want to, or 25
I have
feet
a
from the
swim speed of 40 feet, and I have
yeah.
seen sharks jump on videos.
Yeah.
So can I like shark swim, jump in, and then in midair bonus action to land as a human?
Yes. Do you want to do that onto the slippery bridge, or do you want to do it in the area that's not as slippery next
I
to
want to do
like,
it into the
Francis?
area that's not as slippery on the other side of the bridge.
Okay, so on the east side of the bridge. Perfect.
Yeah, on the side of the bridge that we were walking to anyway.
Yup, you can do that. So you go zipping out the water from right here, and you go and jump up, and you land over here. And all of you see this shark come out, almost like it's attacking a seal. And it shifts into Nolte.
Hero landing on the.
It does the Iron Man landing on the other side.
Yeah, as Nolte. I dropped the form midair as a bonus action and landed as Nolte in my 3-point landing. It was super cool.
All right, so she's
Oh,
the
hey,
first one
Nolte,
across.
you're good, right?
I mean,
We told you not to go in the water.
hey, Vic fell in the water. I was rescuing her.
That's fair.
Unlike you.
That's fair. Hey, I tried.
Dude, I rescued myself mostly.
I mean, I pulled the rope.
True story. True story.
So how about we use that rope, tie it to somebody. They try to walk across that bridge.
Did you just throw it to me?
Well,
So with that, it is Francis's turn. What would you like to do, Francis?
Oh, we still in initiative. Oh
Well,
yeah,
I
that
think
crocodile can come out of the damn water.
Okay, Nolte's been in the water, she's out. Vic has been in the water, she's out. Riley's been in the water, and he's out. So we're all out.
Yeah, Vic is on the bridge.
There's a big crocodile in there.
No-
Well, in the spirit of good decisions, I'm thinking as a chainmail wearing cleric, I'm just going to jump in the water because that's fun. That's a good idea. No, I'm just going to look disapprovingly at everybody who fell in the water.
Yeah, Francis, you
Fall in the water. I jumped in the water to save Vic.
well, I was
You
just
still
testing
get
it
the
out.
disapproving finger wag.
I was just checking the water, like was it warm? Was it cold? Is this a soothing
All right,
bath?
bath time is over, people.
So, all right. So Francis gives the father glare. Vic, you're in the middle of the bridge. If you know it's slippery. Now, I'm giving you some options. You can do whatever you want. Doesn't have to be these options. No matter which direction you go on the bridge, you can go carefully, but it's going to take you 2 actions to get to either side, whether you go east or you go west. If you want, you can use your full movement, but you will probably have to make some kind of roll or two in order to get to the one side.
Okay. So I'm going to move cautiously. So move slowly. I still have the rope that Cat tied around my waist.
Mhm.
So it's still tied around my waist. So I'm thinking if I move slowly across it, then she can, kind of use it to walk across too,
Okay.
because it's tied to me. So everybody can kind of use that rope to navigate across the bridge who hasn't, maybe they're not capable of making it across the bridge on their own, Francis, and need the aid of the rope. So I'll just move cautiously across the bridge. I'll take my whole movement to do it, or
movement?
whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that would be the non-cautious option if you're using your whole movement.
Oh,
That's the more
then
normal movement.
I have to. I do I use my whole turn. I only get halfway. I'll do that then.
All right, so you end up
Only
about
get halfway.
75% across the bridge to do the cautious movement. You're able to like almost like walking on ice, real carefully, like walking across, and you get to there. Kat, you're holding the rope. You see your friend is about 75% across the bridge. What would you like to do? You're not on the bridge yet.
Right. I'm just wondering, like, if everybody else could kind of use the rope as like a guide,
Yep.
and she anchors it on the other, like where she's at, and they can kind of toddle along
You anchor
after.
the rope and let Vic get across, and then you hold on to the rope and go across while Vic anchors it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like it creates like a handrail thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Is there something we could tie the rope to on this side?
It's
that-
all stone. There doesn't look like there's anything to tie to.
Well, Kat, how are you balance wise?
I mean, I feel like I'm pretty good. I'm short and stout, so I'm just real good for like.
We could probably have you anchor it on this side, the rest of us go across, and then you tie it around your waist and we hold on to it, sort of deal.
Yeah, I like that. Let's do that.
Okay.
We'll go fishing with a cat.
So, Kat, do you want to tie it around your waist then?
Yes.
Okay, give me another survival check and beat a 15. Or a 10, I mean.
Oh, good. 16.
Oh, okay, either way. Good. All right, Riley, it's your turn.
Is
Full
Vic
movement
made
or half
across?
movement? What's that?
Has Vic made all the way across?
No, she's 75%.
Then I'm going to sit there and I'm going to prepare an action in case that crocodile comes out of the water. And I'm going to blast it if it comes out.
Okay, so as soon as you see it exit the water on a movement, you will blast it.
Yeah, if it comes out of that water, I'm going to let it have it.
So, speaking of which, you see this giant crocodile, its head, the size of Vic, come out of the water to clamp at her. Give me a attack roll.
All right, double Eldritch Blast coming this way. One of those is over 20.
Yep.
The other one is an 18.
Yup. Both hit.
All right. First one does 10 damage.
All right.
Second one does 14 damage as I just go bap, bap.
So you blast it with these two Eldritch Blasts, and it like hits its head, knocks it off course, and it lands next to Vic on the bridge and bites at her. 14's probably gonna. I think it's a 14. I'm sorry, no, it's not. It's a 17. Does a 17 bite attack you? Does it hit?
You know what? It does, because I assume I probably don't have any weapons out, or a shield or anything like that, honestly.
Yeah, you never said you pulled any, and with swimming.
Yeah, so then it would hit.
Okay. So, because it's biting, it's only going to do a single attack. 22 points of piercing damage. Give me a athletics check, or make a strength save. We'll do strength save.
It'd be the same. Oh, actually, strength save is way better, so let's do that.
Beat a 16.
That's an 18.
All right, so it bites you, but you're able to force its jaws off of you. It is unable to stay up on the bridge as its body weight starts pulling it back to the water. It's still above water, though, and it is Nolte's turn. This thing is like 15 feet long from the head of it to like its body that's above water. You can't really see its tail or anything, but this thing is massive.
That makes me so happy. So it is not on the bridge anymore.
Correct.
It is 15 feet long.
That you can see.
That I can see, which means that there's at least 5 feet of it away from any of my friends that I can still see. So I am going to call lightning down on a point on the crocodile that is farther than 5 feet away from any of my friends. And it has to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, 1 after you take away the couple points from its minus dex.
Excellent. It takes 3d10 lightning damage.
Oh, bring it on.
Take more because it's in the water juice?
No.
Oh.
I like the thought. I probably, on a miss, still would have let it do some damage, though.
Well, it would have still taken like half damage on a miss, I think, but it's
see, there you go.
16
16 points.
damage. Yep, 16 points of lightning damage. And I'm going to concentrate on that, and I can keep doing that.
Awesome. And Francis, you see lightning start hitting the crocodile in the water.
It's like a whole storm cloud overhead.
Yeah, like it's fog filling in the ceiling area.
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and cast Guiding Bolt on it.
Beautiful.
Okay. Next. I rolled a 1.
There goes a spell slot.
Yeah.
All right, Vic. It is about 5. Its head is about 5 feet away from you. It is your turn.
And it is it in the water though?
Yeah, but you could reach it. It's a big head.
Okay. Yeah, but
Or
I'm
you
gonna be
could-
on the.
You could still use your movement. You could attack it, and you could do a cautious movement across the rest of the bridge if you wanted to.
Okay.
See, it would have been great if it grappled you and pulled you in the water because it's tied around Cat, and I thought that would have been kind of funny.
Yeah, that probably would have been bad though. Okay, actually, so here's what Vic is going to do. Vic is actually going to finish moving across the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's going to shoot it with her crossbow.
Mm. Oh, you have a
And
crossbow.
I do, and it's taking a lot. I just want everybody to recognize the fact that it's taking a lot for Vic to not freak out and jump in, and most of that is because Kat already tied herself to the rope, and inadvertently bringing her friend into the water doesn't seem like a good idea just because she's really, really angry at it, but she is very, very angry at it. And under any other circumstance would probably just rage and dive in the water and try and kill it.
Vic, your ancestors might speak into your ear that if you wanted to cut the rope as a free action and jump on a crocodile, you might be able to.
I brought an extra beef burrito, so I didn't know if you wanted to change it up or not. But
Okay. Thank you.
So you could possibly cut the rope as a free action and jump on the crocodile if you want.
I mean, I probably could, but I'm trying to channel my inner Francis and, do the right thing, and I think it paid off. So she moved the rest of the way off. I rolled a 24 to hit with my crossbow.
Hits.
Don't channel inner Francis. I was dumb enough and forgot I should have just re-rolled on that using the inspiration John gave me. Because I'm an idiot. Because I'm wise, but I'm an idiot.
What's your charisma score, Francis?
-4.
See, that's why you can't convince people how wise you are, because you have no charisma.
Use the
+1.
reroll inspiration on the grapple too, so it's cool. We're
Yeah.
Same club. So that is 8 points of damage as
Yep.
Vic shoots a crossbow straight at the crocodile and yells across the bridge to her comrades, "Get over here, quick!"
All right. So you guys see this crossbow bolt hit it.
Wait,
right
did you
in
just
its-
call me comrade?
I'm trying to do the team thing, Francis. I'm trying to be the team player here.
Awesome. All right, Kat, you're holding the rope. Is that all you're gonna do?
Yep, I'm just gonna hold it, so hopefully everyone can get across quickly.
All right, Riley, your turn.
All right, so we still got this thing up on the bridge, right?
It's in the water,
It's in the water.
but
Is
most of its body is still above the water. You saw Vic just shot it with a crossbow bolt, and it is half in the body.
Yeah, I'm gonna sling 2 Eldritch Blasts at it.
Beautiful. Wouldn't expect anything else out of our warlock.
I mean, I am a warlock. I gotta stay on brand. I rolled a 2 on one of those. I'm gonna use my last luck of the day to re-roll that.
There you go.
Oh wait, no, I still got that inspiration. Let's use that inspiration. I'll hold on to the luck. Oh, all right, there we go. So I rolled. Let me mark off that inspiration.
So you're down to 0 inspiration at this point, right?
I have no inspiration. I have 1 luck left. I have a 19 as my low roll.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have
19 hits. Yep.
19 hits. So both of
They
them
have an
hits.
AC 14.
So the first one does 10 damage. The second one does 9 damage. So 19 damage in total is just flick.
So you hit it, and it kind of lets out this hissing sound as it slinks down under the water.
Yeah, you better run.
And disappears, seemingly disappears under the water.
I don't
All
think
right.
that's the last we've seen of it.
Nolte, it is your turn.
Muted.
I'm muted, but I'm going to call down lightning on that exact same spot.
Yep. So he has to make dex saves.
Yep.
Does not make it. Roll damage.
Excellent. So 3d10. Let's hope that's better than last time. 17. Getting very average on these 3d10.
Yep. So your lightning arcs across the water, and you can kind of see it arc down into it, like just lots of lightning spidering through the water. And yeah. And Francis, it is your turn. You don't see the crocodile anymore.
I was gonna say, did it light up there when I shot the lightning down into it?
What do you mean? Did it light up there?
Like, I mean, could you see when the lightning went into the water? Could anybody see the crocodile?
Because of the way the waves are, it's hard to tell. Give me a perception check for you, Nolte.
Okay. 22.
So you see your lightning as it goes into the water. It does seem to wrap around a large creature, which is the crocodile. Yes.
Okay.
So you're assuming it hit it for sure.
Okay. That was only my action. If I could use my bonus action to then indicate to the rest of the party where in the water it is.
Yeah, that'd be a free action. You could.
Okay. Then I'll use my free action to do that.
Mm-hmm. And it is Francis's turn.
All right. Well, I'm not pissing away any more spell slots, and I'm not jumping in the water. So I can't hit it with melee. So I'm just gonna go ahead and wait for the warlock and the druid to zap this guy to death.
You have no cantrips?
Not damage.
Yeah, but I can't see him.
Yeah, you have to be able to see for sacred.
I got sacred flame, but attacking something in the water probably isn't.
Say, have you no sacred flame, paladin?
Yeah, you need a visual, like an actual.
You have to be.
visual,
Yeah, you do have to.
not just knowing where it is.
Yeah. So
it is Vic's turn. So Vic.
So I'm at the other end in safety.
Mm-hmm.
With
your crossbow.
And yep, with my crossbow. And I'm holding on to my crossbow. I'm holding on to the rope. I'm waiting for somebody to try and navigate
at
across the
disadvantage
bridge.
if you wanted to, or you can spend an inspiration to just take a regular shot.
Well, but don't I have dark vision right now? So
Doesn't
can I
matter.
see it?
The problem is the water.
Oh,
is really,
the water.
Yeah, that's the big.
You
deal.
know what? Yeah,
the water.
I'll just shoot into the water.
You could.
Let's just do that.
Disadvantage unless you want to use your inspiration.
But I'm bracing myself with this rope, hoping that somebody is going to eventually try and come across the bridge. And maybe that'll work. Does a 13 hit?
You don't know. The bolt goes into the water, and that's it. That's
And
the last you see
it does 4 points of damage if a 14 hits. So,
Cat's gonna hold the rope, right?
Yep.
You're not doing anything else, are you, Vic?
nope. Just yelling, get over here.
We've got the rope stretched
waiting
across
for?
the bridge, right? And
Yeah.
both ends
Yeah.
are being anchored. So I think, Francis, why don't you go across, as you are the most able to hit this thing if it comes out of the water and the most able to resist the bite.
You wanna
Okay.
go across?
I'm going to give myself guidance, and
Okay.
I will go ahead and try to cross.
Are you going to do your half movement or are you going to do full movement? Full movement's 30 feet in this case.
Yeah, I'm going to go full movement because I'm guiding myself and I'm very confident.
Okay, give me a dex.
And I've already rolled my ones for the night, so
Yeah, of course.
So you make it.
Just
and
make
you
it
got
nice.
inspiration from Josh.
that should be totally great. Okay, so
Josh
I'm
gave
going to
you
use the inspiration this time because I actually rolled 2 ones. I rolled a 1.
Okay.
So, burning that inspiration, 16 plus 1 for my guidance, 17.
Yeah. You're able to get a quarter of the way. You're about 25% across. We're not going to go in initiative order. If you want to go again, you can go. Or no, you just full movement. So you got.
No, I did the
halfway
full,
across.
yeah.
Yeah, so you're halfway across. So you want to do full movement again to get to the other side, or the cautious way?
No, I'm just going to go ahead and do it
Okay.
because I can't roll any more ones.
Roll it.
Like
you're not at
famous
disadvantage.
last
Just roll
words.
straight roll. Sorry.
13.
Okay. Because of the rope, you are able to get across.
Yay!
So you get all the way across.
Hey, Juice, I know you said we're out of initiative order, but I can continue to concentrate on Call Lightning for 10 minutes. So while being out of initiative order, I continue to call Lightning down every 6
That's fine.
seconds until it looks like the crocodile's dead. Well,
Yeah, I
just-
mean, you don't
close
see
to
it
the
coming
surface.
back up at all.
Right, I was going to say,
Yeah.
but for the next 10 minutes, I'm
Yeah.
going to... And if it doesn't look like I'm hitting it in that spot, I can do it in other spots as long as it's within a zone. So I'm just going to keep doing it for like 10 minutes as they come across.
Yeah, be careful if they don't get too wet. They might get shocked.
Well, as long as I don't get within 5 feet of the
Right.
bridge, it's fine.
Right, according to the spell, but the water might spider it over.
It might, but
You're okay so far.
I'm going to take that risk.
Okay, so anybody else going across now? You have Riley and Kat. So Riley, are you going across?
I suppose I'll go across before Kat does. So I will grab the rope and I will make my way very cautiously across because I'm not.
Okay. So you're doing the half movement then?
I'm doing the half movement nice and
Okay.
slow.
So you have advantage on your dex saves. And you're going to have to make 4 though.
All right, let's make 4 of these. So advantage, first set. That is a dex saving throws, right? Or just
Yep,
dex?
dex.
Okay.
Save.
21 on the first one.
All right, so you're quarter of the way.
That's a natural 20 on the second one.
Okay, so you're able to get halfway.
Whew, advantage saved me on that one. That was a 19 and a 2. That's a 22 on
And your
that
last
one.
one.
And the last one is a 15 or 16.
Yep, so you made it. All right,
Woo.
and then last is Kat.
Slow and steady wins the race.
All right. I'm gonna just do the full movement to get a.
Okay,
go.
so you'll have to make 2 across. Now you are at, we'll just say regular because you have the rope tied around your waist.
Okay.
So again, just a straight roll. Beat a 10.
I got a 10.
All right, so you make it halfway across so far.
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna use my inspiration because I don't want to have a 1.
All right.
Not much better. I got a 7.
All right, so you slip and fall into the water.
I'm gonna grab the rope.
All right, give me an athletics check, Vic.
Well, I mean, I have it tied
Can we
around me.
assist to give Vic
But-
advantage as
Yeah,
we
go
all
ahead.
grab onto the rope?
And she has to
Yeah.
beat a 15 to pull Kat up and across.
Woo! Got this. 16.
There you go. So
Just made it. Just
So
made it.
you all make it across. Mostly unscathed. So you are in the...
Mostly
I don't think Nolte
unscathed.
feels that way.
Nolte,
Nolte took like 40 points of damage.
I said mostly. I said mostly.
Dude,
said
I
mostly.
took 20 something and I was not raging. So that hurt.
Does anyone
All right.
require a healing potion or maybe a little breather here?
I would like a towel.
Yeah, like you want towels, some drinks, a little snack.
Well, I think we just need to figure out what's going on.
All right.
Yeah,
so-
because think
By the
about
way,
it.
I
If
do
we
want
go
to spend the whole 10 minutes that I'm concentrating on this spell, sending lightning into this water, because I'm really fucking pissed off that I got bit by this crocodile. But after that, let's continue on.
Okay. So after successfully navigating the causeway, a passageway to the east brings you to a section of the city sewers. Water and excrement oozes from channels coming down from the ceiling and out of the walls into the main sewer watercourse. The stench of effluent muck and rain running through the watercourse is overpowering. The stone floor is quite slippery. The passage heads north and south from a T-junction. To the north, the passage turns east and descends down a dark stairwell. To the south is a heavy stone door. And that door it's referring to is this door. Or you could go up to the stairwell. And by the way, you do their lightning for the full 5 minutes. That's fine.
10 minutes, yeah.
Or 10 minutes.
I do the lightning for the full 10 minutes. But let's maybe do the door. Let's not do stairs. I think we want to clear a whole floor before we look at stairs.
Yeah, I agree
say
with
door.
you.
Okay. So
Let's do that. So I'll go first in opening the door.
I'm gonna give you guidance.
But I do have Vic's gonna pull out her shield.
you hear a heavy groaning sound coming from the north, by the way.
Lovely.
When you go to you're trying to open the door to the south, though?
Yeah, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pull out my shield, right? So I've got that ready, and I'm gonna actually just try and cautiously open the door because Vic's not really,
Because she's always cautious.
she sort of is lately. Like
Well known for.
this dungeon has messed her up like quite a bit at this point, right? Like she's been overrun by rats. She almost died because of spiders, and now she almost got eaten by a crocodile, she feels like at this point. So she's feeling like, maybe she should be a little more cautious. So
Okay.
she's going to cautiously open the door.
So before you get to the door, this stench water, this nasty water, you're going to have to kind of walk through.
Ew.
It is slippery to walk through it. It's a little bit too much to just step over it, So give me a dex or athletics check.
You were guided, but then Nolte's gonna back up because she's kind of hurt and she doesn't want to be by any of this.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what is guidance give me? Just
An extra die 4.
Okay.
Apparently she needs it.
Yeah. Okay, so how do we feel about an 11?
Okay.
Perfect. You got it.
So you go to step through this. You slide for a second before, luckily, guidance helping you balance yourself, and you get to the other side of the excrement and stuff. It stinks really bad. When you get over to the door is locked.
Um.
And with that, we're gonna take a break right there. So the door is locked. Everybody's on the other side of the nasty puddle, and we'll be back in 5 minutes. All right, we are back. First of all, thank you, Josh, for saving the party. Unanimously, we thank you. So, Vic, you come up to this large stone door that is locked.
Since it's locked
Bring it down.
and it's stone,
Bring it down.
She quietly wanted to open the door, though, remember?
I know. I was trying to be quiet. I'm gonna look back to my party members and be like,
Riley, can
should I hit the door?
Bring it down.
Riley, can you pick that?
Francis is telling you to break it.
Can I pick it?
You got to get across the slippery part. You want to try to do that?
I don't know if he even has lockpicks. I don't remember if that's a thing he has.
That's not me. I play cards.
Right. That would be one of those useful skills that you could have picked up.
Hey, remind me again where all that who paid for all that equipment?
That would be me. I sold potions.
I won us 1,000 gold in a card game. I don't know if you remember that.
I meant the equipment we've had for the past several years and not the equipment we've had for the past 2 days. And
Anyway, Vic, go ahead and break that door down. We're just gonna watch from over here.
we're just gonna sit here and bicker in the background.
We're gonna bicker like an old married couple. 1 second.
So can I at least tell if the door swings towards me?
OSHA
or away
regulations
from me?
are that it would swing inward. Thank you, Luke, from the DM lair for that.
Oh, excellent. This dungeon's up to code. That's good to know.
Running sewer water really proved that.
And the reason it has to swing in is because then you can't just take it off its hinges anyway. So, you know.
Okay. So I guess Vic doesn't have a lot of choices. So she's going to use her shield with both her hands and kind of
Vic, do you want guidance again?
Might be a good choice.
All right, so Nolte's gonna run. You have to touch her for that, right?
Yeah.
All right, so give me a dex save to walk across the slippery part.
Okay.
DC 10.
13.
Okay, yeah, you slip across, no problem. Walking right across. And you're able to do guidance on her.
I'm going to guidance, and then I'm going to back up as far as I can without having to walk over the slippery part again.
Yeah, you're able to get about like 10 feet behind her then.
Okay. But
Yeah, so I'm just gonna ram the door with my shoulder/shield. Like I'll back up to where Nolte is, and I'm just gonna
Yeah, beat a DC 15.
run forward, and I guess we're gonna find out what happens.
What's
Is
stronger, shoulders or doors?
Yeah, is this just like strength?
Yeah. Athletics.
Doors protect you.
So well, is it strength? It's just like a strength.
Look, if Gabe could do it at like
saving
3 years
throw?
old, or not Gabe, Caleb could have done it at 3 years old. I'm sure Vic can do it at adult age.
So 16, 17.
Yeah, so you nail the door. It budges a little, and then it pushes open. You seemingly cracked the latch. The stone door opens to reveal a dry and heavily perfumed room. There are no other exits. The room contains bookshelves filled with scrolls, books, and large pieces of parchment. There are large tables and piles of books and manuscripts on the ground. In the corner is a large lectern carved to look like a human skeleton. There is also a shelf filled with dusty potion bottles. On the lectern is a book.
And the lectern is a what?
A book.
I think this is a dead end. Let's turn around and go back the other way.
You know what?
Hold on.
This looks like
You're across the swamp, crud.
no.
So,
Look, guys. This is a great place for us to just like have a little snack.
take a nap?
Yeah, that's what Vic's gonna say as she walks in the door, and maybe there's like a chair somewhere that she can just sit down on,
Sure.
lean back a little bit while she waits for everybody to get in here.
Nolte's going to turn around and go, it's a library with a creepy lectern.
Yeah, Francis could spend all day in here. We got loads of time.
Well, I know this is getting Nicole kind of excited, but yeah, this is definitely a place for. This is not a place for Vic because there's no crayons, but
Right.
I would like to go check it out.
All right. So anybody who did not make the save to go across the slippery water, do that before entering the room. Beat a DC 10.
16.
18 made it. What'd you get, Kat? You made it?
16.
All right. And then Riley, are you going in as well?
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
All right. Give me the save.
All right. That is gonna be a 15.
All right. Yeah, you make it too. Okay. So individually, who is doing what? Let's start with Nolte. Are you just hanging out, not really looking at much?
Nolte's gonna trade. Yeah, she's just gonna hang out. I kind of want to take a long rest here, guys. I kind of want to go to sleep.
It smells decent in this room. It's perfumed.
And there's only one exit, and there's not blood runes, and
It is almost dinner time. Like
and if we're not going to take a full long rest, Nolte's at least going to sit down and try to take a short rest to get her wild shape back.
okay.
Well, can I check over this book? Is there anything magical?
The one on the lectern?
Yeah, I'm not gonna touch it. I just want to like look at it.
Okay. So so before we get into that, you're going to the lectern. Francis, you were the first one to go across there other than Nolte and Vic. So what would you like to do?
I am going to check out the
There's
bookshelf
bookshelves.
full of scrolls and parchments with the book to follow.
Okay. So you're looking at that and you do come across one scroll in particular. That scroll, give me an Arcana check. DC 13.
17.
All right. So you're looking at this scroll, and based on the arcane symbols, you know it's a scroll of Animate Dead, which is a 3rd level spell.
That's not a good spell to have.
I mean,
No, it's cool because if something happens to Vic, I got it.
Just animator.
That's not a good spell to have.
I mean, it sounds pretty cool to me.
No, that's a bad spell.
Yeah, no, you just bring everybody back from the dead. Perfect.
No,
Nobody dies.
that's not what that does. That's a different thing in which you're not actually controlling your body. That's a bad spell.
Guys, I think she's confused about what animate means. I don't think she understands.
I don't know. I was kind of looking for a henchman, freaking.
Someone back me up on this.
This is some Pet Cemetery shit right here.
Riley, back me up on this. That's a bad spell.
Yeah, I actually have some experience with this, and Animate Dead is not what you think it is. It's not a good time.
Meanwhile, Riley, behind everybody in the hallway, you do see really quickly a blue-robed figure that kind of just disappears. He appears and then disappears.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna say let's not fuck around with the Animate Dead. Let's just hold on to it and get it into the proper hands, because that's a dangerous scroll right there.
There are no proper hands for Animate Dead. We should burn it.
No,
Did you see a blue scroll? Did you see a blue robe figure in the bar,
There's
Riley?
proper authorities for everything. They should be aware that such a thing exists.
He did, but nobody else did.
Nobody else. Yeah. But no, you should burn that scroll. That's a bad scroll.
No, like I said, you hand this over to the proper authorities and they take care of it, because who knows?
Proper authorities like the jackass running for mayor.
No, like the knowledgeable sorts of magic and such.
Like the clergy.
I said of magic. Arcane.
Well, Vic's just going to let them fight over it. She's actually going to take out her bedroll and she's going to set it on the ground and just use it as a pillow. And just kind of lay on the ground, her sword out next to her, and just close her eyes while everybody's trying to figure out what to do after she closes the door.
Okay. What are you doing, Kat?
Are there any chairs or anything, or is it just bookcases?
There's a chair at the table, yeah.
I'm just gonna grab one of the books and start flipping through it, like sit at the table and just kind of start reading it and drinking from
So
my
you're gonna
flask.
grab a book from the bookshelf and then, even though there's papers all over the table.
Yeah,
Okay.
I want to read one of the books.
Okay. And
Wait.
then
I wanted to look at the book on the lectern to determine if it was magical in any way.
the book on the lectern. Yep. So going back to that, the book on the lectern. The title is Histories of Blackrock. History of
Oh.
Blackrock.
That's not that legitimately is not an ominous or magical title at all. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick that up and just
Start looking.
yeah, it's gonna be a little bedtime reading.
Okay. When you open it, it's specifically the page you open to specifically talks of the city you're in. But back when it was just a village. So we're talking a long time ago. One passage is interesting in that it refers to a legend of an evil vanquished in the crypt of a local chapel. It talks no more about this, but rather goes on to talk about the spread of the city due to the
What
wealth
was
that
vanquished
poured
in
into
this crypt?
it just says a legend of an evil vanquished in the crypt of the local chapel.
Oh well, that is deeply reassuring considering where we are at the moment.
And then it talks no more of this, but rather goes on to talk about the spread of the city due to the wealth that poured into it. You could assume from obsidian.
Hey, yo, this is actually a really interesting economic history of the region, talking about the particular growths of the thing. But also it says there's something about an evil being vanquished in the crypt of a local temple.
Wow, that sounds so fascinating. Like
What's
I was
the-
almost asleep.
What's the GDP?
Hey,
Bedroll
The
when
GDP growth is actually quite astonishing.
And how is demi-human unemployment rank with human unemployment?
Honestly, not great. But
Riley, give me a perception roll too.
that's a 15 plus. I'm pretty sure my perception. Oh, my perception's a 2, so 17.
So while you're looking at this book out of the corner of your eye in the skull of the lectern, you see an oddly shaped red gem in the eye socket.
Hey, Nolte or Francis, there's a gem in a skull, and in my experience, that's never good.
shh, sleeping.
Well, I'm gonna check it out because
I like shiny things.
I'm clergy and I'm a little greedy.
Sometimes those two things go hand in hand. Sometimes.
Not quite like letting Abu check out the gem, but close.
So who's going for the gem or whatever? Francis or Kat? I heard two people.
I will check it out.
Okay. Yeah, you're. Are you gonna just look at it? What are you doing to it?
Well, so just describe this lectern like it's shaped like a skeleton.
Yeah.
So like
It's like carved into a skeleton.
Okay. And so
in the corner is a
skull,
large lectern carved to look like a human skeleton.
So it's
There's
wood.
also a shelf filled with potion bottles.
Okay, well, we haven't gotten to the potion bottles yet.
Yep.
Vic's gonna drink each one, but the gem, is it actually in the eye as just one of the two?
Yeah, only one.
All right, so it would have to be pried out.
Yes.
Do we see where it happened? Is it obvious what happened to the other one? Because
It's
that's also not a good sign.
It's not. It doesn't look like there was ever anything in the other socket. There's no damage or anything that's obvious in the other eye.
Is it the left eye or the right eye?
Left.
Ooh, sinister. Yeah, well, I have a bad feeling about this too. But it's a gem.
I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Just
It's
pull it
dusty
out.
too, so the shine isn't really there right now because it's covered with some settled dust.
You could possibly let us sleep before you pry whatever this is out.
Well, but I don't want the evil to watch us. And anything in a skeleton carved lectern is bad.
Is the lectern attached to the floor?
And so it just needs to be
Then
redeemed
let's just
or
turn it around
destroyed.
so it's not looking at us while we
Yeah, I'm going to pull it out.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm assuming you have like a dagger or something. You just
Why
pop
didn't
it
you
out.
just throw the lectern in the river?
And everybody roll for initiative. No, I'm just kidding.
But really,
So yeah, you're holding this red gem the size of like an eyeball. A little bit bigger, shaped a little funky. It looks really nice.
Okay. I'm gonna say, hey Vic, you want to carry this?
oh heck yeah!
All right.
All right.
I'm happy with Vic carrying it, but when it's worth like 3,000 gold, then I'll take credit for it again.
Okay. So above the table is a shelf that's mounted to the wall. And it has a few bottles on it that look like the same shape as like a potion bottle. They're really dusty on the outside, to the point where it's even hard to see if there's any fluid on the inside because they're just so covered.
Let's check those out too.
All right. So Francis,
Only good things can come of this.
yeah.
I'll help him out. I'll support morally about
Okay.
5 to 10 feet behind.
So first bottle Francis picks up, it looks like there's just water in it. But it has like, it's almost like on the top is all like almost carbonation. Like there's little bubbles on the top of the
Francis,
the
that
water.
looks like water. That's about your speed, right?
I could. Oh yeah. I mean,
You go for a little bubbly right now?
I could. Yeah. Flavorless water. That's exactly right up my alley.
Really? Are you making trouble?
No, of course not.
Okay.
Why would you say such a thing?
And Milty rolls back over, clearly trying to sleep.
All right. So do I got to sip this in order to figure out whether it's okay?
If you want to.
What I got to do? Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay. You sip it. It's definitely carbonated water of some sort. You feel like you can breathe a little better.
Ooh.
This is a potion of water breathing.
Okay.
That would be helpful if you got.
That could have come in handy in the last.
Funny that it's on
Yeah.
the other side of the Death Trap Bridge.
You know it.
I was able to breathe just fine. I don't know what you're all talking about.
All right, keep bragging over there.
So Riley, are you checking out bottles too?
Oh, hell no.
No.
Francis has
I
got
thought you were a
this.
gambler. What kind of gambler isn't willing?
That's
to check out a
actually
bottle?
that is a legitimately
cheats.
fair point, but I tend to
No,
cheat
he
and play the
cheats.
odds.
Cat
that's
wants to drink the one that's sort of the green, murky and bubbling one.
So there's a red one, and there's one that looks like almost like mud.
I'm gonna not drink the mud one, but the red one sounds promising.
Wait, did you say mud or blood?
Like mud.
Mud.
Oh,
Yeah, like a thin mud, like muddy water.
Nobody wants that.
Okay. So you sip the red one. It's a thick syrup. This is a potion of cure moderate wounds.
All right, give me the mud one.
So
Give it
Vic
to
gets
me.
up and is like, "You pussies!" Takes the brown one, drinks it. Not all of it, just a sip. It's very thin. It doesn't taste good, but it doesn't taste bad. Like you can almost feel the grains of dirt or sand as you drink it. This is a potion of climbing.
Wimps.
How'd that taste?
You know what? It's a little chunky, but it slides down okay.
All right.
Had worse things in your mouth before.
You're terrible.
That's my sister.
I can think of nothing appropriate to say to that. So I'm just gonna.
There's really no response to that. There is nothing that's okay Hey,
I mean, I was talking about those chicken egg things, but you guys went where you went. That's not a.
Just
The gray chicken eggs.
when green room chat comes out loud.
Oh man, okay. So now that I've tried this and you guys have figured out these potions, can I lay back down for another 20 minutes or so?
I think we
or
can lay down for the
7
rest of the night.
hours.
Let's just call it
Maybe
here.
7 hours.
I'll stay up for about 2 hours or so, and then I'll wake someone else up.
Well, does it make sense to go back up to the inn? I mean,
Do you want to go across that
Walk
bridge?
Across the bridge.
yeah, fair point. Plus, we might want to go down the stairs.
Exactly. Let's just chill here. I'll stay up for 2 hours. Because the first hour
I could use a long rest because I keep burning my spells with no effect.
the first hour will count as a short rest for me as I just kind of chill and watch y'all.
Yes,
So,
yes, it will.
so I'll be able to. I'll be action ready.
So you're taking the first hour watch
I'll
then,
take the
Riley?
first watch. I'll take 2 hour watch on that first one. And I'll hand it off
5 of
to.
you?
I'll hand it off to whoever's willing to go next. Nolte, you like looking at stars underground where there's no stars, right?
I'll put my orb up. It'll be fine.
Yeah, all right.
Like
I'll
Multi
wake
needs
up
the
Nolte
most
after
sleep of
this.
all of us.
Nolte totally needs the most sleep, but she will take whatever watch.
So
is
Francis,
necessary.
Riley,
Riley's gonna
while
stay
you-
up and stay up for 2 hours and then wake up Nolte.
All right, but while you're taking your rest, you should figure out what's on that desk.
No.
No, I'm not. Again, the key to gambling, the key to being a successful gambler is to stack the odds in your favor.
All right, well, so who's taking the watch after you? Nolte?
Nolte
A
will be.
lot.
Okay. I can take the last one.
We'll wake up Vic last.
I mean, I can take a watch so that somebody who actually needs it can sleep because I'm fine.
Well, then you can have my watch.
Brag about it, why don't you?
I mean, I'm well rested. I slept well last night. I'm great.
Honestly, you could all sleep and Kat could stay awake. She's only been awake for like 3 hours.
Yeah, I'm good. I got reading material. I'm good.
then Riley's just gonna stay up for like an hour and like be like, hey Kat, you got more of that
Riley, no booze.
just a little nightcap.
Nolte, says it in her sleep, is not even awake. Just rolls over and mid-snore. Riley, no booze.
Like a low key.
Kat, it's all right. She
pass
does
it.
that when she's sleeping. It's all
Absolutely.
right. It's all right. Just pass that over.
I'll put it under a paper and push it over to you. Look at this interesting material to read. It's
That
fascinating.
is a fascinating read.
I'm a good influence.
All right, and then I'm gonna go to sleep after about an hour.
Okay. So yeah, seems like your watch passes without anything significant happening.
Do we
Fairly
take a
quiet.
breath?
At one point, you guys did hear a similar bang coming from the south. From before, like a boom, boom.
Sounds like
Boom.
the same banging that we heard before.
Yeah, but it wasn't like a pattern or anything. It was like a boom, boom, boom.
Quality.
Not enough to keep us awake, though.
Nope.
Okay.
And now that you guys are awake, it was a little louder than last time too. Almost like
Yeah.
you're closer to it. But
But we were able to
you're
take
all
our
awake
long
now.
rest. Excellent.
Anything else you want to do in this room before you leave or no?
Did we check out the papers on the table?
Did not.
I would like to look at those.
Give me a history check.
Do you want guidance?
Sure.
I will give you guidance.
History. Okay, so that's and not great. 9.
Okay.
Plus a D4.
That was with your D4?
Yep. That I rolled a 7 plus 2.
So you find what looks like an old map on the table. You're not sure exactly what it's a map of. You're not familiar with this kind of map. It's not like a map of, like the world or anything. It's got some scribblings on it that just it's hard to make out the handwriting and things like that. You do see a circle has been drawn several times around one point, though.
All right, well, let's take the map with us. Is it a map of a like terrain?
It looks like it might be for a city.
Okay.
And like one of the buildings is circled.
Okay.
All right.
I'll
And
take
it
it.
looks like everything you guys found in the room. Like you guys went through the potion bottles, you went through the books, papers on the table. I mean, you feel like you've pretty much exhausted looking around this room at this point. So, with that, 8 hours have passed since you entered this room. Who's going out the door first?
That'd be me, obviously.
Okay. As soon as you open the door, the stench of sewage hits all of your noses, overpowering the perfume smell that you don't even smell anymore at this point.
There's that smell we were remembering.
You no longer hear the whooshing coming from the north.
Oh. That goes stagnant?
Well, I mean, we're still going north regardless, so...
No, north was the stairs. I wasn't sure were we going down the stairs or were we going to turn around and try to go south before we went down the stairs.
Did we see whether the stairs go up or down?
They go down.
They go down.
I figured we were
Okay.
going to check out what that thumping was, and then we...
Oh, the south? Okay.
But we got to go back across the bridge and all the way around, back basically out to the almost out to where we began.
I'm
So the whole point of staying
Let's
here
just go
was
downstairs.
to not go across the bridge.
Yeah.
No, the whole point of staying here was some of us almost died.
Well, that was a
That
secondary.
is water under the bridge at this point.
I see what you did there.
All right. Riley gets inspiration for that.
So I think we go down the stairs. That's where the fun stuff is.
I concur. Let's go
Yeah.
downstairs.
I mean,
Okay.
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, level
so-
1 is like potions and scrolls. Level 2 is like magic weapons.
Yeah.
Shouldn't we get all the potions and scrolls before we go to level 2?
Well,
Got 'em.
you don't need them. That's just like the side quest area.
One will always be here. We can always go further down.
Level 1 will always be here when I need it.
I mean, we got to go back up here anyway to go back to the inn. We might as well just go down.
If everybody else wants to go down, Nolte will of course go down with you. Clearly this is the will of the star. Oh! Should I consult the stars? I could consult the stars before we go downstairs.
Well,
Can you see them?
They're in
I
my
mean,
they're in my map. I can always see them.
I don't know how the star thing works, but I feel like it's gonna tell you that bad shit happens wherever we go. But
That is sort of how the star thing works, but if you wanted, I could later describe to you in great detail exactly how the star thing works. I've spent years learning it. Would you like
you don't need to do all that. I think I'm all set.
Okay. Well, then I will hold off on consulting the stars because Vic is right that at this point they tell you bad shit happens everywhere. So we go down the stairs.
Okay. So you guys all have to make dex saves as you cross the sewage.
On the way out of the room, right?
Yeah, just like 10 feet outside the room.
Okay, right.
You just have to beat a 10.
Oh, good. 11.
Successful.
11!
I rolled a 5.
So
One degree.
Nolte slips in it, and it she's gonna stink now for a while.
Oh, that's
hand-
kind of crappy.
In fact, as she tries to get up, her hand goes right into fecal matter, and it's just squished in between the fingers. It's gross.
I hate you all.
Oh,
Everyone
please.
else made it, right?
Oh, please. We have a toddler and 2 dogs.
Oh,
This
so
is-
you understand that.
This is a
Like,
Tuesday
no
you're
big deal.
describing right here.
Fecal matter means nothing.
okay, hang on one sec.
To the stairs.
Yeah, I did that thing again that you hate, Paula.
It's fine. Continue on.
Uh,
We shall descend to the stairs. I shall kill everything as we do so.
mhm.
We
Okay,
earn lots of treasure.
I gotta find the right page now. Hang on.
Sorry, I was just summarizing the rest of the adventure for you.
Yeah, you think so?
Vic kills everything.
They
All
are
right. So, let me pull up the maps. Turn off level 1, level 2. And you come down these stairs.
Okay.
Okay. You descend the dark stairwell. The groaning sound that you heard at the top of the stairs gets louder and louder as you make each step. The air gets more stale. The stairwell spirals downwards and finally straightens to an old doorway, barely holding on to its hinges. The groaning sound echoes from behind the door. So there's
Hey,
a wooden door right here.
Hey Vic, what are we doing down here?
Killing things.
I thought they wanted us to come down and kill the rats, and we did that, and they were gonna pay us, and we were gonna come back upstairs.
Yeah, but what if there's more rats?
I'm pretty sure they said there was great evil down here.
I mean, but maybe they'll give us more money for that. Right?
I don't know. That's sort of the thing you need to negotiate in advance.
Well,
We could get some cool stuff.
I mean, good point. That's valid. Also, I'm going to open the door.
Okay, that's fine.
And
Okay.
Vic will open the door.
The door is not locked and is easily opened. The old door opens into a large vaulted area. This used to be a large room, but the floors and northern and southern walls have collapsed into the darkness below. A chasm extends north to south. There is little space on either side. A wind blows through the area coming up from the south. It carries on it the groaning sound. To the north are exposed wood that still hold up, or I'm sorry, it says something else, but I don't know how to say it. So I'm just going to say wooden beams that still hold up some walls and would have been holding up walls in this area. There is a wall visible to the west. A wooden post on the northern edge of the opposite side of the chasm is just visible in the dimness. Immediately south of the entrance is an area of muddy water with a waterfall cascading out of the ceiling high above. To the south of that is a short passage and a closed, simple wooden door.
Vic's gonna head to the other, like, simple wooden door to the south. Because all the rest of that sounds...
So it's talking about this door here.
Yeah, all the rest of that sounds like garbage, so...
Let's not F around with the water again.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe you want to go swimming again? I don't know. I'm not sure.
You know, I do, but I'd rather do it when there's not a giant crocodile to save your ass. So
Maybe you should at least clean up a little bit because, I mean, I know, like, you're standing at the back, but, like, I can smell you from up all the way up here.
You want me to shove you in the sewer?
I mean, you could try, but I'm just saying maybe you should wash your hands.
I'm going to mold Earth directly under Vic so that she sinks down a little bit.
All right, this is just getting petty. How far across is this chasm?
15 feet wide.
Oh, 15 feet. That
Yeah,
ain't
it's a
nothing.
big chasm.
If we end up wanting to cross this, I can get across this, no problem, and we can try to span the rope.
I can get across too. Why are we getting across the chasm?
Just throwing out options, but let's check out this
Right.
door.
Yeah, let's go south. We'll
Wait,
check
wait,
out
wait.
that door.
So but the moaning is kind of wafting up on the wind that's blowing from south to north.
Yes.
So can we see what? I mean, I'm looking at the map and seeing that I don't really see anything south. Is it just darkness?
Yeah, it just looks like darkness. And I mean, even when you try to shine your light down it, like the chasm is deep, and even to the south, it just seemingly extends on almost forever.
And what's that arrow pointing to? The black square, not the waterfall
So
square.
I'm pointing up at this. That's actually a wooden door right there. I was just
No, I know, but the black square. What is that?
It's just
that's
emptiness.
just nothing.
Yeah, you have a wall around. You don't see it. That black square.
Got it. Okay, so.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So you're going up to the door then?
Yeah, I'm gonna go south to that door.
Okay. The simple wooden door opens into a medium-sized room with a central column and piles of rubble from a collapsed ceiling. The room is full of webs and giant insect eggs or rodent nests.
Oh, fuck this.
So it has, basically, it's got like spider webs around rodents. But when you look around, you do not see any spiders, but you do see giant rats. On the western end of the room is a strong wooden door. The ceiling is filled with holes where the vermin can escape.
Vic, do you want to stand at the door and stop
Roll
anything
initiative.
from running out at us?
Yeah, dude. Sounds like a good plan.
Okay, when Vic does that, I'm going to cast Flaming Sphere inside the room.
Okay.
It's a 5-foot diameter sphere that I can move around, that I'm just going to start burning shit inside the room.
Okay, you can do that on your initiative, though.
Okay.
I rolled an 8 for mine.
I got a 12.
Vic has a 12. Okay.
I have a 16.
16 for Nolte. What'd you get, Riley?
26.
Oh, jeez. What'd you get, Kat?
20.
20. And what'd you get, Francis?
13.
13. Okay. So Riley's first, followed by Kat.
In fact, Riley is so first, he like gets a turn and then another turn before we get ours.
This is the advantage of the alert feat.
Yeah, it's pretty OP.
It's a great feat. All right. Well, how many of these potential threats are you looking at again?
So when you open it, this room is like just filled with just webs, and what seems like nests are in here too. So like cloth and stuff that's been made into like nests. Like you just see a lot of tattered junk, right? And when you look around, you can't make out all of them, but it seems like there's, on a quick glance, at least 8 of these rats.
8 of them?
At least.
Yeah, I'm going to take off the remaining beads of the necklace of Scorching Ray I have, and we're going to apply the kill it with fire theory.
Okay.
So I'm going to cast that, and that's going to create 3 rays of fire. I'm going to direct them towards 3 distinct rats.
Okay.
So that is going to be...
Do they make saves or no?
No, I roll attacks.
Oh, okay.
So I'm doing 3 different rats.
Yep.
Oh, that was not great rolling. One is a 20, one is a 9, and one is a 10.
What were the rolls? I'm sorry. AC
One,
is 12.
I make one of them then.
Okay.
DC is 12.
The armor class is 12.
Yeah, I'm gonna use 1 inspiration and 1 luck to re-roll those 2 that I rolled a 1 and a 2 on.
Okay.
I hit both of those now.
Okay. What's
so
the
all
damage?
3 hit. Yep, all 3 hit, and that's gonna be, for one of them, that is gonna be 7 damage.
Okay.
One of them, that is gonna be 4 damage, and the last one, that is gonna be 9 damage.
Okay, so 2 of them die, 1's still alive.
All right, and I'm going to step back and just be like, "Hey, Nolte, kill it with fire."
Excellent. Kat, what are you doing?
I I mean, I didn't see the rats last time, but from what they said, I don't really want to kind of fuck with them. So I'm just gonna kind of be ready if any
Spill into the hallway.
But I'm liking the fire plan, and I can't do fire, so
Okay. So do you want to ready an action in case any spill out into the hallway then?
yes,
Right. So if they come out, you'll punch them in the face.
yes.
Deal. Nolte.
Okay, so standing behind Kat and Vic, who are at the doorway now, I'm going to cast Flaming Sphere, and I'm going to go ahead and do it at a level 3.
Okay.
So it's
Not messing around.
No, I'm not. It's a 5-foot diameter sphere, and I can ram it into creatures, and I can just burn flammable shit.
Okay.
And if I ram it into a creature, it stops. So I'm going to burn 30 feet of flammable shit and then ram it into a creature at the end of that.
Perfect. Okay.
And they have to make a dexterity saving throw when I ram it into them.
Okay. 20. Man, I'm doing well.
that
18 on the die.
makes
Nice.
it. So they take half damage.
Do you want to ram it into the one that was hit before or one that has not been hit?
So which one's next to other creatures? Because it takes damage next to other creatures too.
I mean, they're all kind of next to one or the other, so I'll let it.
Well, then I'll go ahead and ram it into the one that's already taken damage if it's next to other people.
Okay.
Okay, so then it's going to take half of 3d6.
Okay.
So... that is 13, and then half of that is 7.
Okay. So one's dead, and then how much does one next to it take? How does that work?
That's going to be, let me check when that is. I think it's creature that ends its turn next to it. So the ones next to it will not take damage until the end of their turn.
Okay.
But I can move it around.
Okay. So it won't take it now until the next turn.
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. And it is now Francis's turn. So the door's still open. You've got Vic and Kat kind of in the doorway. Mostly Vic. What would you like to do?
I'll go ahead and Sacred Flame one of the previously damaged rats, which requires them to make a saving throw, a Dex saving throw.
Okay. 19 on the die, so they probably made that.
Yep. Okay. Good job.
That is a good D20. That one needs to go on my bookshelf. That's a good. I need to make sure I remember that.
I agree. Retire that D20.
Oh no, I want to put it there so I know where it's at, so I can use it every time. Vic.
All right. So seeing that everybody wants to go with we're going to light the entire room on fire, she's thinking the goal is to not be in the room. So
this is good.
Yeah.
Good
So
job.
she is going to pull out her shield. She is going to continue to stand in the doorway, and she is going to take a defensive.
The dodge action.
Yeah, and just not allow anything through the doorway.
Okay.
Basically, just stand there with her shield. Let them burn it down.
Okay. So 5 of these rats come up on you, and they will make their attacks at disadvantage. 17 and an 18 on the die. I'm assuming are going to hit you. That's
I am
like
an
plus
18.
4, so yeah, it's.
I'm an
definitely gonna hit.
18 with my shield.
All right. Sorry, I'm working without a rat stat block at the moment. Give me 1 second.
And does Kat get a attack that she was holding?
No, because she's out in the hallway behind Vic.
Okay.
So they didn't spill into the hallway. At this.
Sorry,
point.
for some reason I thought they were next to each other. My bad.
Oh, it's okay. So they're plus 4. So yeah, that's 21 to hit. And give me a Constitution save for this first attack, Vic. And you're gonna take 6 points of piercing damage. You didn't say anything about raging, did you?
No, I did not.
Okay.
I'm trying to let them do their thing. And that is a 27 on my con save.
So you made it.
So finish. pretty sure that's okay.
All right. So another rat steps up and bites at you. That is going to miss because that's only an 11 thanks to the disadvantage. Otherwise, the 19 would have hit. And a third one comes up and attacks you. That is a 20, though. 18 and a 16 on the die. So give me another con save. You're going to take 5 points of piercing damage from that one.
That is a 23.
As long as you beat a 10, you're good on the con save. So.
Oh, yeah. I only have to roll a 3.
Okay, that one misses. And the fifth one runs up and bites at you, and thanks to your disadvantage, misses as well. All right, so that was their turn. The fire now is getting pretty hot. You can see a lot of black smoke. It's actually kind of making it hard to see in here at this point, because it's just kind of flowing with the air through the doorway. So all of you, it's like I said, your vision is obscured due to the smoke billowing out into the hallway. And it is now Riley's turn.
All right, so we've got smoke coming out of here. Can I see the rats up on Vic?
No, because they're lower than her. Plus, the smoke's kind of in your face. So having two people in front of you is making it very hard to see.
Well,
plus she's got like a big shield kind of in the way, and you know.
So
obviously
I'm
the
just gonna
bodies.
hold my action then in case any of the rats get by Vic, and we're just gonna let that room burn.
Okay. Oh, I forgot they have pack tactics. Damn it. Damn. Could have canceled out that dodge. Okay. Sounds good. So if anything comes out in the hallway, or what was your trigger?
If any of them get by Vic,
Okay.
then I will blast them.
Okay. Kat, it is your turn. What would you like to do? You're muted.
Can I see the ones that are attacking Vic?
You can see them because you're right behind Vic.
Okay.
But you don't have a clear shot to be able to punch them because the way it is Vic is in front of you and they're on the floor in front of her.
Gotcha.
You could try to move around her in a way, but it's gonna still be kind of hard to get into the room with them there on the floor.
Could I do my ranged spell attack?
Sure. Do you have a spell?
I do. Radiant Sunbolt.
Oh, yeah, you could do that. You can see them.
Okay, I'm gonna do that then. Oh, 15.
That'll hit.
Okay. D6. For 6 points damage.
All right. So what's that? What is a radiant sunbolt exactly? Is it just like a flame or something? Like what would that look like, do you think?
Yeah, I think so. I think it kind of would be like a lightning bolt, but brighter.
Like sunlight?
Yeah.
So you scorch the fur off of this rat. It's still alive, but you took off like almost all of its fur when you blasted it. It's barely hanging on.
All right, I'm gonna do my my second.
Okay.
Do that for my second attack. Yeah. With a 13.
That will miss. Or no, that hits too. On the same one?
Yeah.
Yep. All right, so you drop it.
Nice.
All right, and it is now Nolte's turn. You're muted, I think.
Yeah, I was just saying that. I am going to go ahead and move the sunbolt, or not the sunbolt, the flaming sphere for 30 feet around the room and ram it into one of the rats.
Yep.
Preferably one of the ones attacking Vic.
Yeah, they're all like right there at the door.
Right.
So you could, in theory,
as long as I can keep
hit
it,
'em all.
as long as I can keep it 5 feet away from her, she won't take damage from it. So if I like hit the back of them.
So you're gonna aim at a square that they're not in order to do that then, because they're all within 5 feet of her, because they were all biting her.
Right, but if I hit the back of one of them, is it still within 5 feet of her if it's the back of
Yeah,
them?
so technically, yeah, they're
5
small. So technically, it would count as the square right next to her, kind of thing. If you're
So
thinking
Vic
like that.
gets a little toasty. No big
Okay,
deal.
well then, no, I'm gonna go ahead and I will stop it before it hits them, so they won't take damage this turn, but
It'll
they'll
be the
take
start.
damage on their turn. But I don't want it to
Gotcha.
hit. I don't want it to get within 5 feet of Vic.
Yep,
But
that makes
also,
sense.
that's only a bonus action. Can I see any of them?
From your spot in the hallway, again, you're looking through 2 people through a doorway as well. It's kind of hard, especially since Vic has her shield out and she's trying to shield, down low so they can't bite her. So it's hard to see them. I would say I'll roll a die. Let's see what I got. You cannot see them.
Can't see any of them.
Yeah.
Trying to see if there's anything. You know what? I can't see any of them. I'm gonna go ahead and reach out and touch Vic's shoulder and give her dark vision back.
Okay. Perfect. All right, Francis, it's your turn.
All right. If I can see him, I'm going to Sacred Flame him.
Okay, let me roll. Again, the smoke's billowing out, which making... Yeah, you can't really see him, unfortunately. The smoke is just too much.
Then I'll just hit Vic with it. Well, I've got plausible deniability because Nolte's zap and they run in that big old fireball all around. She'll never know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you see tons of fire in there.
Okay, I'm just going to hang out then.
All right, Vic, it's your turn.
All right. Well, look.
These rats that are lower than your knee. There's
Vic-
5 of them right there.
Yeah, and she gave everybody lots of opportunity to burn them, but it doesn't seem to be working well. So, she's going to scrap that plan, and she will use her bonus action to rage.
Mhm.
And she actually throws her shield off. She'll pull out her longsword, or 2 long swords, and she will actually attack one of the rats as she moves into the room a little bit.
Okay.
To be able to allow some other people to potentially filter in as well.
So when you move into the room, that puts you right where the fire thing of Nolte was.
Oh, well then I won't go in. Then I won't
Okay.
go in.
Okay.
I'll just
You'll just
stay at the
attack
door
twice?
and attack at the door then.
Okay.
But I'm still raging.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
But no, there's a tiny 5-foot sun about 5 feet into the room.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we're gonna avoid that. So I got a 19 and I got a 13.
Both hit.
Okay. All right. So
So one gets your strength modifier, the other one does not, but it'll still get your rage damage, I think.
yeah, that's
For
which is
damage.
not very much. Yeah, so that's 8, 10, 12.
Wait, that's 3 different hits?
12. No, sorry. It is. I'm doing 2 attacks. I'm just gonna add them together. Or should I not do that?
Never do that.
Okay.
Never do that.
So, the first one is 9.
Okay, dead.
Okay, and then I will move to hit another one, and that one I will do 7 points of damage.
Okay. You didn't have to move because they're they're small.
No,
so they're
I know.
still-
I'm not. I don't mean
Yeah.
physically move. I just mean I'll attack a different one,
Okay.
obviously.
Yeah, you killed both. You killed 2. There's 2 left.
All right.
And it is now their turn. The 2 are going to attack you. They get pack tactics.
They're gonna try.
I miss on the first. The second one crits for 7 points of damage. So half of that's 4.
Yep. Yeah.
Because you round up. And then
Yeah.
you have to make a
Con save. 22.
All right, yeah, you make it. And that was their whole turn.
And at the end of their turn, they need to make a dexterity 15 saving throw against the flaming sphere.
Okay. First one fails. Second one fails. So how much damage do they take?
They take 10 damage each.
Dead. They both die.
Damn, I knew that was going to happen.
All right.
Totally wasted that range.
Should just trust your party. What are you doing? So looking around, there's just like little nests all over this room. Looking up at the ceiling, there's a bunch of holes that you can see are like chew holes where these things, probably chewed their way up. You would think up to level 1.
I want to use the remaining time on flaming sphere just to burn all the nests and the webs and everything in this fucking room.
Okay.
Well, there's another door, right?
Yeah, there's a door on the far left.
So the second the rats are gone, Vic's just gonna run straight for the door and open it up.
Nolty will try to not burn her with the flaming sphere.
And then she's gonna run in there.
Okay. Give me a dex save to avoid the flaming sphere and the other fire.
Oh.
And you're still raging, so you might be okay.
Yeah, 21.
Yeah, you probably make it then. So you get through to the other side. Now, when you come up to the door, it is a large... I'm sorry. It looks like a solid wooden door, like a heavy wooden door. When you try to open it, it does not open.
I'm gonna, back up a little bit and run at it with my shoulder.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's the plan. That's the only plan I got.
Do it. Yeah.
What am I making? Just athletics?
Athletics DC 20.
A 14.
Does not make it. So you guys see her charge into the door. Boom! And like it staggers her and the door gives like nothing. It's still holding up.
You want a little guidance there, kid?
Yeah. I'll try it again.
Okay.
Can I try it again?
Yep. You will probably get hurt if you do not get it this time, though.
Shh.
And remember, you get a bonus to athletic strength rolls because of your rage.
Yeah, so I forgot about that last time. But I only would have gotten, it's not a lot. Okay, so, but this time I actually got a 22, so I'm sure that'll make it.
22? Yeah, so you bust in through the door. The strong wooden door opens into an old laboratory. 2 long tables are carved with broken glass. Bits of paper and strange powder scattered atop them. A few chairs are spread around. In the southwestern corner stands a lectern carved to look like a human skeleton. Against the northern wall is a bookcase and shelves. Scrolls and papers lie strewn around the floor. The exposed section of the northern wall has an ornate carving of a skull embedded into the wall.
Anyone else getting any deja vu here?
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Had the same interior decorator, of course.
Yeah, so I imagine that because Vic was so fueled and rolled so well that she actually like busted through the door, and as she moved through the door, she just starts attacking a chair that's knocked over before she kind of like takes a couple seconds to actually calm down.
Mm-hmm.
And she's pretty severely disappointed with the layout of this room and more books.
Vic, I think you got it. I think it's dead.
And upon looking around the room, we will end the session right there. Good stuff. Good stuff, guys. Nobody died. I thought the large crocodile was going to do it. I thought we were going to lose at least one person there with all the saves that you had to make. Maybe my DCs are too easy for you. Maybe that's the problem.
Well, I mean, didn't you hear that DnD5e is like really easy for players?
That's true, and you guys are at superhero level 5.
I feel like somebody made a video about that.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
don't know.
I feel like someone probably did too, but who would have done that? I mean, come on.
Yeah,
Sounds like a Nerdarchy video, if you ask me.
Right? Of
definitely,
course.
definitely.
Yeah, so I really thought that somebody was going to die at that section because I figured with all the rolling, there was going to be more than one person falling into the water. And I didn't think about the fact that we have a druid who can wild shape. So, you know, and Misty Step was just
Yeah, that was
great.
pretty cool.
Yeah, that was a good idea.
Yeah, I love it. Like I could have totally imagined that scene in like a movie.
All of
It
that
was
was one of those things where like, all right, I can do this once.
Except in a movie, I would not have been actually grappled, and I would have turned into a winged crocodile and flown out of the water, because nowhere in my racial ability does it say I have to be a human in order to sprout wings and fly for a minute.
Oh, nice. That would have been
Yeah,
cool.
we're a very
that's a sage
dexterous
advice
party.
question right
I
there.
was
Like,
gonna
if
say-
I'm an Asimir druid who's wild shaped, can I still fly?
Right.
That's one of those things that I was like, I was gonna do as soon as I saw you guys pulling Vic out, and then I got grappled, and I'm like, well, now I gotta actually break out myself. But I was totally going to be a winged crocodile there for a minute.
And you could have kept it going for a while too.
Yeah, I could have. It would have been sweet. I would have been a winged crocodile just sort of walking along for a couple
Now,
of minutes.
now you just got to find a time to be a winged horned bunny, and you'll be all set.
In
It'd be
my
like the perfect
head,
animal
like
shape.
a winged crocodile would have like teeny tiny wings that are fluttering like super fast too.
And like the
I
weight
just-
of its back end is just like hanging down as it flies.
Yes.
These
Yep.
are wings that are big enough to hold up a medium-sized human. They're like big angel wings. These are
Right.
big wings. I don't
I
think
mean, okay, that's fine too, but like I like it better when they're
Well,
little.
it's so much better with the tiny ones. Yeah.
Awesome. So, anyways, do you have any streams coming up this week, Tom? Are you guys back on PRP?
I am actually. Last night, I just started my first streamed campaign that I'm GMing this year over on Critical Misses. I am running
different
a
channel.
Zweihander game. We just had an amazing first session. It was super good, and the tagline I'm using for it is dark fantasy fae bullshit. That is the tagline.
I feel like I've heard you say that before.
Yeah, Beyond the Twilight Road. It is actually inspired. It is a longer form adventure based on a one shot. The first Zweihander game I ever ran right here on this channel, which
Nice.
I'm mentioning on there. That So
Very cool.
I'm doing a long form adventure. It is Beyond the Twilight Road on Critical Misses Twitch on Fridays at 8 p.m. Eastern time.
Awesome. So we haven't done any miniature painting in the last couple of weeks. Are we thinking we'll do that this week, Paula, or what do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. I
We'll
don't
see.
know. We'll see.
Okay, we might not. We'll see. If not, I might do it because I just got a large blue dragon from Magecraft Miniatures. It's 3D printed. It's really cool. It's like, I don't know, it's like that tall.
It is really cool, but I'm like worried about what you're gonna do to it.
I'm gonna paint it blue because it's a blue
Yeah.
dragon.
please don't do that. Please let Paula paint it.
If I wait for her to paint it, it won't get painted. She still has to finish this guy that she started like 3 weeks ago.
He only had like 5 minutes. That's
I
all
know.
had.
Or this one that's supposed to be.
I understand. Sometimes you hit a dry spell.
There's
where
Cat's
you're
monk.
like, I can't do it. I can't paint right now.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
haven't
it's
painted
okay.
in a while, so I understand that.
Wednesday's going to be crazy. Wednesday's inauguration day, so we'll see what happens. But you know. all
Yeah,
that
maybe we
stuff.
should just skip that. Just
we'll see.
like,
But tomorrow we do have. I'll be doing my normal morning stream at like 11:30 Eastern time, and then film. Hopefully, I'll do some videos tomorrow and stuff. But we've got, let's see, really just Pulp Cthulhu this week, and then we have a Rifts one shot on Saturday. So this is actually a light week for once coming up for us. So that'll be pretty cool though. I'm excited about the Rifts one shot. We got like big mech pilots and stuff like that, and spellcasters. It's gonna be great. It's a post-apocalyptic game, so. But yeah, with that, let's end the stream and thank you guys for watching. If you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe, give us a like, and we'll see you guys next time. Game on.